Going. Okay, so welcome back to, I guess, the official first session of the Call of the Netherdeep. As you guys, what's the polite way to say it, misadventures in the swamp. A lot of bad navigation rolls, and it seems as if you really didn't get to Bolbara in time. Maybe something could have been done, but wow, she went on a rampage, got all the way back to Urizen before being driven off. Now, as I said last week, we're not going to Delhi Delhi on the trip to Jigao itself, but you guys do cross a plain across I guess, kind of the plains of Urizen, following the plains of Johas, following along the road, kind of keeping close to the Ifalon River, and you finally make it to Jigao. Let's say you arrive during the night. Let me know if there's anything you want to do in the evening. Otherwise, we can just launch straight into the Festival of Merit.
Well, I actually think I want to do some slight RP
Sure.
based at, we level up to level 3, and a lot of stuff has happened since we first began. Kalen has this book which he has been reading frantically and trying to understand, and within this last day, he seems to get a grasp of the basic knowledge of what it contains, and he's trying to experiment with these gestures and saying these weird words. You guys probably don't understand it unless you speak deep speech, but you guys would perceive that he's creating some form of magic now, and yeah. So he's casting these illusions and creating sparks in his hand, which seems different from the fire that he has created before. And yeah, it seems, yeah, that's about it.
Whoa, got some magic-y stuff there, buddy.
Yeah, it seems like I finally start to uncover the knowledge of this book. I still it's really complex when you go further to the back. I don't really understand that just yet, but I seem to get a grasp on what these first pages of the book means. Let me show you. I guess we have been traveling for a while now, right?
Takes about a week, a 10-day to get to from Urizen to Jigao.
Yeah. So one of the features that I gain is that I can connect to, I guess it's 2 weapons as an Eldritch Knight. So I can teleport it into a plane and to my hand.
Oh.
So if I were to throw my hand, my weapon, I can teleport it back to my hands as I think it's a free action actually, or a bonus action.
That's
So
a trick.
yeah, that's really handy. So hopefully that will be helpful.
Well, if we're short on money, well, I guess you could entertain some passerbys. Maybe they can get us some money for more proper means of travel.
And I'm gladly do a backup beat, if you want to be the main act and do some disappear and reappear magic. I'd gladly give you a little bit of a backtrack.
I think I would need some assistance on that. I'm not really an entertainer, so to say.
You see, but my experience and my pure aura will automatically make you extremely adept. As long as you are kind of just there in the face, and I'll be in the background soothing all of the emotions of the passersby, you could make a killing.
Oh, nice. I like the sound of that.
Definitely a killing, wherever we go. This book though, but it's quite nifty and looks quite well, definitely more intricate than anything that I've ever seen. Where did you Where'd you come by this?
Well, back in what's the continent called again? Memphis? No,
Marquette.
Marquette. Yeah,
Memphis.
back.
Something else
Yeah,
entirely.
the sidetrack it. Yeah, back in Marquette, I used to go on a lot of explorations with my brothers, and in one of like these deeper explorations we went into, we came across a lich of some kind, and well, long short story short, we brought this book back and we tried to understand it, but we didn't really know what language it was, so we had to ask around, and it ended up being deep speech. So
All right.
yeah, I spent quite some while trying to understand the language, but when you're mixing like this foreign language with magical spells which you don't really understand much of in the first place, it's really hard to like crack the riddle of it.
Aren't you
But
scared like you're gonna lose like an arm while saying weird words, or like doesn't the power of the book scare you at all?
I think it's intriguing, to be honest. I kind of like the feeling of the undiscovered. But I don't know. Maybe I'm making a pact with the devil further later in the story. You never know.
Well,
Hopefully
just know
not.
I'm going to be there chronicling every single step of your success. There will be songs, there will be poems. Either way, if this goes well, there you are. If this goes badly, you'll still end up in a song.
Well, I kind of like the idea of that.
All right.
Be careful about taking pacts with those betrayer gods. That's gonna end up bad for you, I think.
Yeah, it's not really in my priority, but well, if the deals are intriguing or interesting, well, we'll see. Right, are we heading onward?
I suppose so. I'm looking forward to this festival.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen proper entertainment. Can do with a little bit of a refill of my cup.
It's kind of strange. I seem to have glimpses and flashes of memory from Jigao, but I've never been there. It's really strange.
Well, what type of memories are surfacing?
Well, the heat of a smithy, of a warm furnace, of beating, making weapons and armor. I have no proficiency in this kind of stuff. It's well, to be honest, I've grown up quite sheltered. To be honest, so it's really strange.
You're definitely the first person that I've heard experiencing this kind type of thing. How about you, Kellen? Is it something that you hear often from where you're from? Memphis? I mean, isn't it something that the Luxon is supposed to stop, or like, aren't you kind of like what's your sense of religion in terms of this? Like, I mean, I myself am my own person, but it feels like you're living two people's lives.
Could be. I mean, it's to be honest, I shouldn't really be talking much about it, but it. If I'm to believe my teacher, it might be flashes of some sort of earlier life. I'm not sure.
Why shouldn't you? I mean, we're friends here, right, Kellen? We're friends here. Like, why shouldn't you speak about things like that?
Well, I suppose. I think. Well, I could talk about it. I trust you guys. But you see, when you belong to the noble houses in Rosona, they do this ritual called consecration. And, well, when you're consecuted and you die within close nearby to these strange things, beacons of the Luxon, your soul do not go to the afterlife of wherever you're supposed to go. It shoots back into another, to be born again into the next newborn nearby. And well, my parents were diplomats from Marquette to Rosanna, and well, that's what my teacher has told me, that I was one of those visiting nearby and ended up being from a line of the Den Omrifar. I think it's strange, but well, I'm trying to learn more about it. I can't really remember clearly if there's more than just one life I've lived before. He seems to believe that there should be a long line of ancestors or me's. And,
That's absolutely insane.
That's yeah. How long has this beacon existed for?
that I don't know. I suppose it's some kind of hierarchy of knowledge when you learn more and more about your previous life, and the more you are privy to, should we call them state secrets?
Like a pyramid scheme, then.
Yeah. I think that's some of the critique that's been lodged at the noble houses of Rosanna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get in early, though? Did you?
I hope so. I will find out with.
Is your
when I
mission
find
now
out more.
to recruit more people for the Luxon?
Well, yes. I mean, wouldn't it be good to learn from your previous lives? To
Indeed.
just have one life on this, on Alexandria, it's too short. This way,
Oh, I agree.
you can learn more and more what faults you made, and you turn into your perfect self in the end, I would say. But it's a long learning process, and I'm just seeing flashes for now.
You see Gil take out a little notebook and just scribble as much as he can. What is his intelligence? Does he have any intelligence? Okay, he'll scribble probably like 60% of what you just said, and the rest is gibberish, like as he did not understand what you said or missed. So as a character, I'll try to remember only like 60% of what you just said.
Oh, and when he sees
Amber's
you
probably
write-
going to remember even less. My intelligence is probably much lower.
Oh, when the tomb sees you writing down, he launch into this tirade about misconceptions about the Kryn and how they're seen as baby stealers when all they're doing is retrieving someone who has been consecuted. And they're not stealing babies. Damn it.
These are good themes for poems. These are wonderful themes. Continue, and I will just continue to make notes as the party is around me seems way more fascinating than Gil right now.
But Hatu, how can anyone join the Way of the Luxon? Or is it free for all to join, or do you have to do something specific?
I think if you pledged yourself to the dynasty and did something marvelous to get their attention, that would quite certainly allow you to perhaps join the noble houses.
And once I've joined, will my soul then be sent back to another body to live on forever?
Oh, yeah. I suppose so. As long as you die nearby a beacon and get reincarnated that way. That's also another misconception. There's these stories about how the Kryn ritualistically murder each other. But it's a nice little ceremony when someone has found out all they can from their life and they want to die safe near a beacon and not pants it.
What did I agree to? How far is the journey that we're currently
It's about a 10-day.
walking?
10 days
Ah.
worth of walking.
By now you figure out that Gil has like 3 songs on repeat on his harp. He's kind of trying to get a few more songs into his repertoire, so you might starting to get overplayed by the songs that he's currently doing in rotation. And hopefully there are new songs on the way.
Nice. If you want to try to play something together, I know how to play the dulcimer. I'm not really fantastic, but I think I'm decent at it. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two, or we can try to jam a little bit together.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. That sounds absolutely wonderful. I do have my lyre with me, and then I do like a little bit more of a blow type of instrument. So I do have a sham and a songhorn with me. Should you ever want to try one of those, it's not that bad. It sounds terrible, but it's not that bad. And I think those are type of instruments that's more about the player instead of the people listening to it. Like as a musician, you just feel the instrument. Other people's ears, they start bleeding, but it feels nice to play it.
Well, I don't have any experience with instruments that don't have strings on them, so
We can
Well,
definitely around a campfire one evening when the wind's not too bad, we have a nice little ambiance. Then we should definitely do a little jig or two.
yeah, I would like that. Learning from the master himself.
You're too kind. You're far too kind. I am yet to still perform a proper performance, and I think upon writing a bit more new material based on our adventures, I do think that it's time, and there should be a small little ceremony of Gil's true performance powers.
Oh, definitely. I mean, a festival seems a perfect place to show your stuff.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to it. Is this like a well-known festival, or is this more of a word of mouth coming from Urzen type of festival?
It's a well-known festival. It's well known. People come from all over Jorhas to go to the Festival of Merit in Jigao.
I'm quickly reading. You guys can argue further if you want.
Okay, so let's say Gil and Kaelin practice some music along the way. It makes the journey a little bit more easy, a bit more pleasant. Hatum maybe giving a few homilies, a few priestly words of wisdom as you go, and everybody's hanging out. The only slight problem is Kalis is feeling a little under the weather. So when you arrive in Jigao, she's going to take a moment, rest at the place called the Broken Tusk, a local inn, which is where you all spend the night in. Unless there's anything else you want to do. The morning breaks, and even the night before you arrive in Jigao, you notice the place is alive with life. A complete and utter contrast to the Broken Vale Marsh. Kids are running around and people are trying to put up streamers. The city is alive. And you wake up in the morning and you have entered a portion of Jigao called the Jumble. And this looks remarkably like... Oh, this is bad if I've lost Jigao. Where did you go, Jigao? Ah, there you are. So as I said, a remarkable contrast to the swamp that you've been in. So you've entered the Jumble. This is a large district of tangled roads and single-story buildings in the town of Jigao. Throngs of people, most of them orcs and goblins, move through the streets, laughing, singing, running, and sightseeing. All are enthralled by the raucous sights and sounds of the town's Festival of Merit. You hear snippets of conversation as people pass by. A goblin mother tells her children not to go near the baby-back horizon tortoises. A drow guard in shining insecticide armor complaining to his partner that his gauntlet was crushed by a hulking orc while arm wrestling. And a pair of young orcs in swimwear hollering as they rush towards the bank of the Iffalon River. All around you, colourful signs and banners point towards festival booths, surrounded by cheering people. On this street alone, you can see a meat pie eating contest near a shop mounted on the back of a massive tortoise. On the other side of the road, a banner emblazoned with the words "Riddles and Rhymes, Unbeatable Riddles." And that banner points towards a 3-story temple in the center of the jungle. The town is yours to explore. Where would you like to go? And we'll say you arrive this sort of side. And you notice
where
that I've put the numbers on here. It's just easier. These are the games and festivals you can play.
What's backyard next to us at J5?
You see over there, it's a rice paddy field. Looks all ready for harvest, and there's a competition going on with people kind of harvesting the rice and putting things in piles, and there's a competition to see who can do those things fastest.
Interesting.
Where is the place we're staying at?
Oh, actually, yeah. So you wander into town, and we say it's over here. This is the Unbroken Tusk.
We're there.
So that's where you wake up in the morning.
What's a J6?
J6, you see a bunch of young horizon-back turtles. These are just juveniles. They're about 10 feet tall. So they're not small, but they are juveniles. And you see an orc leading festival goers around a course. And some of the people manage to successfully go through the course. A young orc falls into this little pond here, much to the delight of his friends. It seems like you ride the horizon back turtles and try and navigate the course as best you can.
Turtles?
Turtle obstacle course.
He'll will most probably be distracted by where's the main stage? Where's like the most beautiful music, or where's the main stage at the moment in terms of entertainment? He likes games, but he likes performance.
There's no main stage at the moment, but you ask a passing drow, and he says right at the end of the day is going to be the final contests, and a stage will be erected where the horizon back turtles are. So there's no central area at the moment, but by the end of the day, it'll all be happening at J6.
So where should we start off first?
Maybe we should follow the crowds?
Crowds are
Could do
everywhere.
that.
The city is thronged with people. I mean, they do gather up around, like, here's the pie eating contest at J1, and people cheering. There's, to the north of you, there's an arm wrestling competition over here. And of course the horizon back turtles. To say anywhere is particularly good, thank you very much. As my niece comes in and brings me a package. Thank you! special guest appearance. So that's what you see around you. Pie eating contests, arm wrestling contests, horizon back turtle contests, and riddles and rhymes over here.
Okay, cool.
Do we want to go see the? Do we want to go see the turtles?
Yeah, I'll
sure.
join the turtles. Assuming we haven't eaten anything yet, maybe we should also try and consider joining the pie eating contest later, before some of the other stuff.
So from Gil's side, he just tells them, well, wherever you go, I will go. And in whatever you would compete, I will just take my harp and set up shop right next to you. And I will have a small little pouch out, and you can compete, and I can bring in some income. Because I assume we will have to stay somewhere, we will have to eat something, and that does not come free in my experience. So yeah, I will entertain as we go.
Nice.
So,
Well, turtles are the closest post. Maybe we should go there first and then try the pie eating later? Or after
Nice.
that?
I sound like they might be something good around lunchtime.
Yeah.
So you head over to this large paddock, and you see the festival goers are clustered around a paddock of young horizon-back turtles, tortoises that are shuffling around inside the enclosure. They're 15-foot-tall tortoises, attended by young herders, who are fitting them with makeshift bridles. These individuals are overseen by a tall, attractive orc who makes sure the bridles are attached correctly. The orc waves at you and says, have you come to join the Horizon-back migration? There's a tortoise for each of you, and a medal to be won if you make it to the end in one piece. But don't worry, it's perfectly safe. Last year we had to rebuild only three houses after the festival. So, we're hoping to not break that record this year. So, who's up for a ride on a baby horizon-back turtle?
I will. I'll go. Kind of happily jumps around raising her hand.
All right then, miss. I think this young horizon-back turtle will be just perfect for you. His name is Checkers. And you see the horizon-back turtle, and the name kind of makes sense because it's like a checkerboard pattern on top of it. And one of the young herders, as you, I imagine, rush in to get onto the horizon-back turtle, gives you a little ladder, and you climb up, and you can, it's 15 feet up, so it's a little bit off-putting. But, just hang on, miss, we'll get going in a second. Now, I see you. What type of race is Hatum? What do you call it? A Loxodon, is it?
Loxodon.
Yeah, Pachydan or Loxodon, yeah.
Pachydan, oh. Well, I imagine you, sir, you might have problems riding on traditional mounts at the best of times. Would you like to have a ride as well?
I'm assuming I'm not too heavy for them.
Oh, no. No, not at all. And your mind goes back, Hatum, to literal buildings putting on the back of horizon-back turtles. And this is 15 foot tall. Oh, no problem, sir. But we're trained to be pack animals, and this is all part of their training. I think it'll be good.
Okay then. Well, when in Soras, as they say, I'll give it a go.
Oh, of course. And what about you, fire-headed one? Would you like to have a ride?
Well, I think so, yeah, but you mentioned something about prizes. What do we have to do in order to win the prizes?
Well, you have to complete the course without falling off. Now, I must emphasize that this is not a race. It's more of a navigation and control of animal skills. So, no prizes for first, but if you complete the course without falling off, the medal will be yours. Now, as this festival is only starting, I must say some of these competitions around here have an entry fee. but Horizonback turtle rides are free for all, so you're all more than welcome.
Oh, that's really nice. May I ask what kind of food do they eat, or what's their favorite kind of food?
Well, strictly vegetarians. They like to feed on grass, leaves, that sort of thing.
What about carrots and apples? Would they be appealing?
They'll consider that an extra treat. Keep in mind that these are babies, and that will be more like a small piece of candy, as you like. So yes, they'd like it, but they have quite the appetite, even being such young creatures.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'd like to try as well.
Okay, very good. Now, what about you, good sir? With your very shiny armor. You keen for a ride? He says, saying to Sigvard.
Oh, obviously, I mean, steering a turtle shouldn't be too hard. It's probably as easy as a horse play or child's play. Anyway,
Well, if you've ridden on a horse, I think you'll have no problem.
definitely. I would definitely do that.
Okay. And I assume Gil is kind of just keeping a little bit back, right? Not really approaching to get onto the ride as he starts tuning his harp.
Yeah, and as soon as the chord hits perfect, he will find the nearest seat, plop down a small little purse bag. Obviously, leave a few coppers in there to see like he's previously been tipped, and he'll start ripping an old melody, the Tortoise and the Hare, and he will start entertaining, hoping to get a coin or two.
Okay, for the first roll of tonight's session, can you make me a performance check, please? And if you're proficient in the instrument that you're playing, you can add your proficiency bonus on top of that as well.
Okay, so I'll do that. So it's 19 plus. What is my proficiency bonus? 2. So it's 21. Oh, it's
26.
plus 2 with that, so it's 26.
26. Wow. So as you see your friends going around and riding this course, you spend the time playing tunes, and it's strangely themed with the tortoise and the hare, and people appreciate it. And I'll say with such a great performance check, you managed to bring a bunch of silvers, some coppers, and it all adds up to 1 gold piece and 3 silver.
Ooh, nice.
Thinking to himself like that should cover lodgings and maybe even a little bit of food. That's not bad for the first small little crowd. And his idea is going to be like kind of play to people that most probably haven't heard his small little setup before. So as they go along in the different competitions, he'll kind of do the same shtick and put down and start playing for a different piece of crowd.
I mean, 26 is pretty amazing, right? Like
I'm quite happy with that on a level 3 roll. I'm quite happy.
keep in mind in the Dungeons Master's Guide, I think they say that a DC of 30 or more is practically impossible. So 26 is amazing. You need to get a band together and go touring, I think, Gil. Okay. So you each get your own Horizonback turtles. Get my notes organised here. So we have Amber, Hatum, Kaelin, and Sigvard. And the orc that was helping you out, he gets on his own Horizonback turtles. And he says, "Alright, well, everybody have a good time, and just try and stay on. Hold as tight as you possibly can. If you fall off, well, you won't get your medal. You're more than welcome to get back onto the tortoise. But please follow me. My name is Adan, by the way. If you get lost or something, just call out my name, and I'll do my best to help you." And he says, "Alright, follow me." And he starts leading his Horizonback tortoise around there. Is there anything people would like to do as they're riding? Any preparations or anything people would like to do?
And we do whatever we want to do.
In terms of guidance or anything like that you'd like to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So how comfortable does Atum look in this position of quite a large being riding on top of another being? Like, is it comfortable up there?
A bit uncomfortable, a bit scared, kind of nervous, just looking about, being like, oh, this is weird.
This is seeing the small little warrior on his face. I'll say, "Don't worry, Atum. It's nothing like trusting a creature of the wild." And I will cast Bardic Inspiration. Should you need that at all for the next 10 minutes, you can.
How does Checkers look while Amber's on it and we're kind of getting off?
Checkers, actually make me an animal handling check, just straight off the back end. I imagine Amber's pretty good at this, but let's see. Yes. Checkers, you seem to have bonded with Checkers already. He kind of leans back his big turtle neck and kind of presses it gently into you. Imagine you scratch it behind the ears and he kind of leans into it. Yeah. Seems that you and Checkers has bonded already, Amber.
Athuman's probably as well going to guide himself. Just, oh boy. Oh, Luxon, guide this creature.
Okay. So, you start wandering around. You start heading kind of towards these lakes, and it's relatively easy to maintain your balance on top of these beasts. But they kind of sway side to side like a lot more than you'd expect. I need everybody to please make me an animal handling check.
Can I? I was gonna say my friend just came with a card for me, but I wanted to try to cast a minor illusion with a form of a carrot or something, an apple, to try to guide the turtle if possible.
Minor illusion of a carrot. So what, let's see how convincing your carrot is. Could you make me... You can choose performance or deception.
I don't think it really matters. Let's try deception.
Okay, so the carrot is dangled outside, and it's like almost like a kid going for candy. Kaylin, you can add what's it say, a 2 to whatever you roll for your animal handling check.
Okay, nice. My animal handling is horrible normally, so we'll see. Ooh, okay, nice.
Okay, so 19.
Ooh.
So Amber, as you sit on top of Checkers, you and Checkers are just in sync. You've kind of got the rhythm. Checkers, it almost stops at a couple of places just to allow you to regain your balance on the saddle, and then going. Kaylin as well, no particular trouble going. Hatum, you're bouncing along there, and you bounce, and it kind of gets to that resonant frequency, and you bounce and you bounce and you bounce higher, and you're about to tip over the ledge where you swear you see a glowing dodecahedron just grab you on the shoulder and right you up. You would have fallen if not for the help of the Luxon. Did we feel we were missing someone? Sigvard. Sigvard, you are similarly. You're struggling to hold on. You're bouncing around. A couple of times you almost like you're gonna slip the side off, but you grab hold of the bridles and gotta pull yourself back on. And Arden says, "All right, well done." Now we're just going to go through these puddles here. The horizon-back turtles will have no problem going through these, but let's see how the rest of you do. Make me another animal handling check, please.
So since I saw Kalen doing like a carrot, can I cast prestidigitation to create a smell? Carrot or apple smell.
Oh no.
This is an odor. I can create an odor.
yep.
So it's like
I'll have you make a similar roll, perception or what did I say? Persuasion or deception?
persuasion.
Oh no.
I'll give you a
24.
+2 to your roll, Sigvard.
Awesome.
Do Kaelon get the bonus for this roll as well?
Yes, going forward. So yours is a 17.
And
So Hatum, we'll say you're leading. You're right behind Adan, and once again that resonant frequency comes up, and you're bouncing, and this time you get you get bucked from the tortoise. It throws you off, and desperately you try and reach out a hand or a trunk to hold on. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
I'm good at those.
Clerics. Oh, yeah, you land with a splash right in the water, and you take this much bludgeoning damage. So not too bad. Maybe it's your pride who hurts more than anything. Amber, as you're going across, once again, you're fully attuned with checkers. But just at that moment, a little rabbit or a creature ducks right underneath under Checkers, and Checkers kind of panics and reels back up, and despite your bond, you feel yourself falling. Can you also make me a dexterity saving throw, please? You shoot out a hand just at the last moment, Amber. Get hold of the bridle, but you're kind of hanging on the side, not being able to pull yourself up. But then the big long neck of a Checkers comes in and gently pushes you back on. Almost fell off, Amber, but you recovered nicely. And Sigvard and Kalen, yep, no problem. You splash through the water. And you look down in the Hatum, you land with a big old splash, and several children laugh at you, and several drunk people are, "Hey!" They do a big cheer as you fall into the water. What would you like to do, Hatum?
Oh. I was gonna just get up out of the pool and just... Oh, I'm all wet now. That's okay. This was fun.
You try and get back onto the tortoise?
Oh, I can do that. Sure. I'll try.
Okay, so make me it's going to be an acrobatics check, which I imagine you're also really good at. So make me an acrobatics check. You just fall straight back into the water to more cheers and laughter. And by this time, your tortoise is giving up on you and just following Checkers and the other horizon back turtles.
Oh, yep. Just stepping a bit away and watching the others for now, trying to shake himself off a bit, drying his clothes.
Okay. So the horizon back turtles continue through kind of around here. And Adan takes you through the forest and says, watch your head. This is where most people fall off. Try to not be like your Loxodon friend. And once again, those with carrots or the scent of carrots can add 2 to their roll. And once again, make me an animal handling check.
As Checkers As Checkers kind of helped Amber back on, she kind of
Uh-huh.
places a comforting hand on Checkers' head. Thank you very much. It'll be okay. It was just a rabbit. And she'll try to help calm it down with an animal friendship.
Sure. Can you bring that up for me? I'm going to say that I'm not going to make it roll because you've already established the bond with Checkers. And yes, third animal handling, Kaylin. And you can do advantage on your animal handling check. Oh, Kaylin. That'll do it. And Amber, that will do it. So, Sigvard, as you're going through the trees, he gave you very specific advice to watch out for the trees. I don't know why, but Sigvard didn't listen to it. And as you're riding Hawaiian-backed turtle, a huge tree trunk just slaps you right into the chest. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
I was just adjusting my hair, okay? Was riding.
Get it right in the chest. You try and desperately to hold on, but the bridle just slips through your fingers and you crash to the forest floor, taking 5 points of damage. Actually, no, it's half that. Sorry, 2 points of damage. It's a D. No. It's 5 points of damage. I'm reading things wrong. So, yep, as you land, poof, on the ground, the wind's knocked out of you, and you see your horizon-back turtle slowly carrying on through the forest. What do you do?
Oh, I had to get on. Acrobatics, you said for that.
Yeah, acrobatics to try and get back on. Yep.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, so it's difficult inside of this forest, and you kind of start climbing up on the trees to get just the right angle. And you feel confident, and you kind of do the last little leap onto the surface of the horizon-back shell, and your feet slip right under you, and you try and hold on to this turtle, and you slide down and you fall to the ground, unable to recover.
Yeah, I do. Walk away.
And emerging from the forest, you see Adon, the orc, arriving this. Who made it? And Kaylin and Amber, trailed by a couple of strangely absent horizon-back turtles. And she said, well, did warn him about the branches, but she wasn't interested in learning about it. But anyway, what's your name, miss?
Amber.
Amber. Well, Amber, it was some, I think your chick has done really well. Congratulations. I have a little gift for you here. And he hands you this medal, Amber. And he says, well, you see, things, I believe, need to be recycled. Now, unfortunately, we lost a horizon-back turtle a few weeks ago. It got sick and it passed away. So what I've done is I've fashioned this medals from the shell of the horizon-back turtle. But as I say, it kind of passed away, so, we definitely don't go hunting turtles. And he hands you this medal made from a horizon-back turtle shell. Where's my shell going? Yes, and you, Fire here, you seem to be adept as well, so I have a medal for you as well. And he hands you these medals, and if you want to add them onto your D&D Beyond sheet, you can. But if you... Kaylin and Amber. If you look in your journal, you'll see something called a Medal of the Horizon Back Turtle. Do you see that, Amber and Kalen? Just see it like under
Yeah.
appendices. Do you see that,
Yeah.
Amber?
There it is, down there.
Yeah. So, feel free to read it, and then that's what the Medal of the Horizon Back will do. As I said, I think it'll be on D&D Beyond as well, so you want to add it to that character sheet, just search for Medal of the Horizon Back and add it to your inventory. And yes, so congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the festival. Well done.
Are we able to give a gift to our Horizon backs as well?
Oh, of course, of course.
She's going to conjure up a bunch of her good berries, and she'll start passing them out to all the Horizon backs that were on our little walkabout.
Okay, so these are big 15-foot creatures, and you imagine them in their berry fields just taking hundreds of berries at a time in a single bite. But they still take your Horizon back, your good berries, as you cast them, and they look momentarily confused, being, I'm going to say that they get their full meals allowance, as good berries do, for the day. And they're not only checkers like you, but the rest of the Horizon back turtles seem to get on with you exceptionally well, thanks to the gift. Oh, that was very nice of you, miss, thank you.
Welcome. You really earned it. You did a really good job today.
Yes, you did a good job yourself. So, yes, enjoy the rest of the festival. And be sure to come back here at the conclusion of the day. The very closing ceremony, shall we say. And you all gather up at the side of the turtle, side of the paddock, with Gil doing a very successful job of getting up. Sigvard, you have a leaf in your hair. You didn't notice it, but there's a leaf there. And the Hatun, obviously a little damp.
Oh, good going, guys. It was a bit hard, but you did good.
I lost the sight of you guys as you made the corner there. How did it go?
Well, we managed to finish. I'm happy with that. But it was kind of a rough ride. I'm not used to riding on giant turtles, but well, it did the job, so I'm happy with that.
Well, Atu, yourself? You looked a little bit worse for wear.
It was fun. A bit of a rough fall, but seems thanks to Sigvard, I don't really feel the pain in my butt so much. So should be fine.
So it's not true that they say that Loxodon always lands on their feet?
No, it seems not.
Okay. And then he reaches out his book and he scratches something out, like strikes through, like previous comment that he had about Loxodon falling on his feet. And kind of just scratches it out to get the lore right.
I think that's the turtle folk, Gil. That, the people with the shell on their back. I mean, those land on four.
They don't fall on their feet.
On all four of their feet, yeah. Definitely.
I think it's quite hard for them to turn around, right?
Yeah, that's why
I can just imagine they don't like heavy
paraglide.
storms much, because if they tip once, it's not as fun anymore.
I mean, I would imagine that's kind of funny, but I would, I prefer the paraglide to fall on all four, so you might want to write that down.
All right, and he will write that down.
Well, should we find the next competition? Perhaps some arm wrestling.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that sounds fair. Something that it feels like is maybe a little bit more up your alley too.
Well, yeah, I'm not the strongest of my kind, but well, could give it a go.
These little arms only pluck strings. I'm pretty sure you're way better than I am. So please.
Ask Trunk, sorry, to use it.
Well, my trunk's not that strong. I'll use my arms. Wouldn't want to cheat, would I?
Well, it's called arm wrestling after all, isn't it? I guess we wouldn't have a choice anyway.
Fair enough.
I should rename it to limb wrestling then. So just
Limb
kind of
wrestling?
include all types of races, you know.
Well, yeah, I would like some physical activity thrown in, as long as I don't have to arm wrestle some ogre, which will break my arm in an instant. I'm fine.
And Gil will wave to the audience that he has had the pleasure to entertain, and bid them goodbye, and hopefully to see them soon again. Waiting for their patronage, so that would be wonderful. And I guess we start marching to the arm wrestling booth.
I think we're going to arm wrestling next.
Okay, and just a quick technical note. So you found the magical item, okay, Amber?
I found it.
Yeah. I think the reason you couldn't find it, Kalen, is when you set up your character, you didn't click the button that says critical role content.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I can do that now.
So maybe everybody should just take a moment to do that on this sheet. I suspect that's why. Okay, but as we sort out minor technical issues, you all head over to the arm wrestling competition. And what you see there is you approach a brick building with a sign that reads Beef Slab Butchers, and a simple table and 2 chairs have been set up outside. Both chairs are currently occupied by people wearing the armor of the Aurora Watch, their elbows braced against the table and their hands locked in an arm wrestling duel. 24 festival goers watch them silently until slam! The opponent of the left chair pushes her opponent's arm to the table and the crowd erupts in whoops and cheers. And let me just check something about your characters. This one. We will say that the very observant Hatum. There's a couple of people. Well, one of them stands out for very obvious reasons, and I will show you why. There is this massive ogre standing 12 foot tall. So there's lots of big people here, but you see this ogre, just huge, bulking, 12 foot tall, maybe good 6 foot at the shoulders. And she's in conversation with a much smaller person who looks like this. And you hear the little goblin saying, "Oh, come on, Maggie. Why don't you give it a go?" And you hear the person, presumably Maggie, say, I don't like dealing in stereotypes, damn it. You know this. Like, there's a lot more than ogres and just muscles. I had dreams. You just read my poetry. And while it's not great, it's readable at least. So I don't think I want to engage in these stereotypical things. I'm a lot deeper than just my muscles. And the person, presumably Dermot, says, "Oh, come on, Maggie. You need to put all that aside. Just give it a go. You might get a medal. You might, just because you're strong. I know it's not your best asset in your own opinion, but why not give it a go? And the big ogre says, I guess you're right, Janet. I shall take a little bit of money on the side. And as this conversation is going on and you're tuning into that tomb, I mean, everybody notices Maggie, at least. I mean, 12-foot tall ogre. She's by far the biggest person you've seen at this festival going. So Maggie is there to compete. And you hear a human, strangely enough, say, okay, we're ready for the next round. If you manage to beat 2 of your competitors, you can go on and take on Marl Bronzefang, our reigning champion. So, who's up? We will start the bout in 5 minutes. And, of course, friendly wagers are encouraged. But, of course, if you lose your winnings, please honour your bets. Otherwise, the Aurora Watch would need to be involved. We had a situation like this last year. So, please honour your bets. And the floor is open if you want to do something.
I think Hatum, would he notice the amulet that is on the character art for this goblin?
Oh, let me look at the character art. I see what you're getting at. Let me just make sure. I've lost this character sheet just a sec. So, let me bring up this goblin art again. Oh, not that goblin art. Yes, you definitely do notice it.
Yeah, it's a matching perfect amulet. So I think Hatum is going to head over to this goblin, I suppose, and just get his attention or her attention and kind of grab the amulet on his own neck and just give him a nod.
And he strains his neck to look up at Hatum. I see you're a fellow follower of the Luxon. A pleasure to meet your acquaintance. My name is Dermot Warder. What's your name, friend?
My name's Hatum. You also a follower of the Luxon, I see.
Well, yes. At the moment, the Luxon has blessed me mightily. I've started, casting spells. I've done a few magical healings on old Maggie over there when she gets into scraps. Luxon has blessed me mightily.
We seem to be fellow kindred, then. I, too, have this kind of strange light magic I can do. It's nice to see someone like-minded, and yeah.
You can do light magic?
Oh, yeah, he's going to do a light cantrip. Just light up his hand.
Oh, very nice. Check this out. And he does the same thing. Cast the light spell. Yeah, looks good.
So, you are taking part of the competition?
Oh, yeah, I'm here with a few friends. We've kind of gone our separate ways, but, yeah. Me and Maggie thought we'd check this out. You look at her, and there's two things that people assume when they see Maggie. The first is she's a man. She's not a man, she's a woman. So, people get that confused. And they also think she's a bit of a dullard, but sharp as mind as any, Maggie.
I can see that we also have the same problem as Pachyderms. It seems there are more, what's it called, sexual dimorphism among the other species of this land.
Yes. Well, Well, we're here to break down stereotypes, I guess. I mean, I know people from the Dwendalian side of the Empire, where they still be my kind. They're more than likely to shoot me than anything. Shoot first, ask questions later. It's all quite disappointing, really.
I agree. I've been fortunate to be have this body. They just look at me in disbelief and nervousness, sort of. But I don't envy you that.
Well, we're here on the Joasian side of things, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's sort of strange. There's so many different kinds of people here. It's sort of liberating.
Well, it is. I mean, I have a friend travelling with me, and you might meet him later. His name's Irvin, and Irvin gets a little bit of shit because he's human, and with the war going on and all that, Irvin gets a little bit of shit, but he takes it in his stride. He's okay.
Well, I also have a human friend. I think so, at least. I think he might enter this competition. Well, we might face you, Maggie. Let's have a good and friendly competition.
Well, the guy said the winner of this competition, you need to run two bouts first before we do it. If you'd like, we could compete first. What do you say?
Oh, yes, I wouldn't mind.
Okay. And Maggie wanders over the table. Oh, excuse me, would like to go first. And, I assume Hatun goes over as well. And this little goblin comes up to you, says, to Amber, and says, hey, miss, who do you think's going to win this one? The ogre or the elephant thing? What do you think?
I'm sure they both look really strong.
Oh, you can't sit on the fence like that, miss. Why don't you put a friendly wager down? Put your money where your mouth is.
Maggie's your friend, right? So did you want to
No,
place
this
money
is a
on Maggie?
this is a
Not place
random
one on
other
Hatun?
goblin. This is not.
Oh,
just
sorry,
a
I
random goblin trying to rustle up money. Yeah, what do you think?
sorry,
A
I thought that was Gordon.
friendly wager? What do you say?
I have the shiny coin bit that I got. Put that on. We'll put it on Hatun.
All right.
The giant elephant right there.
Tell you what, I'll offer you. How much you putting down? A gold piece? Is that right?
That'll be 1 gold piece.
One gold piece. Okay, I'll give you 1 gold piece and silverback of the Tombans, right? The big elephant guy. Okay, so Amber has a gold piece on Hatun. Gil, you're putting down gold piece as well.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aiming for this wonderful, lovely lady that we just met. So 1 gold piece on Maggie, please.
Gold piece on Maggie. This goblin. Even money on Maggie. All right, even money. Sigvard, approach you. How about you, friend? You look like a lots of money. What do you say? 5 gold pieces. What do you say?
Gamble is for the poor, I'm sorry. I'm just here for entertainment.
Well, I never. What about you, Firehead?
Well, is Maggie a regular at this festival? Does she usually win?
Right, never seen her before, but judging by the size of her, you sure it's a her? Looks like a guy to me. I'm sure he looks pretty powerful though.
Well, looks can deceive. I will put 2 gold coins on Hatun.
All right. So the human comes.
Seeing Kalen raise the bet, Gil will toss in another coin on Maggie.
Okay. So we only have the 1 gold piece on Hatum. Feeling confidence in your arm wrestling ability, obviously. And the human.
Atum's gonna. Oh yeah, Atum's gonna inquire with the human. So I suppose is just to. I don't want to cheat. Is divine guidance and divine magic allowed to guide one's strength?
No. Look, we got to keep things up above board here. This is a battle of strength. If you want to put your mind to the test, there are other competitions for that, but this one purely strength. So no divine intervention, no magical nonsense. Fair enough?
Yes, that is good.
Before that happens, since Bardic Inspiration is not magical, it's more of an effect due to like presence and charm, I would guess. Is Bardic Inspiration allowed?
Are you asking the man?
I'm asking. I'm asking more of the DM because I just wanted to walk up to Maggie and tell her best of luck, and then inspire her, and kind of not really care about the rules. I kind of just do it and see and ask for apologies later.
Yeah,
Did you inspire Maggie?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go up and you reach up, even though Maggie's sitting down, you reach up and touch her shoulder and say good luck. Thank you. I'll do my best. And the human says, no more bets! No more bets! Okay, so, once again, whoever wins this one, and then wins one more, can go on to face the champion. And Maggie and your hands are locked together. Hatum, your hand, even as large as it is still kind of almost lost in Maggie's massive paw. And the guy holds your 2 arms together, and you take the weight of it. And can you please make me an athletics check?
Okay.
Hatum, an athletics check.
While they're arm wrestling, Kalen will go to the back, or at least far away from the wrestlers, and he'll cast Minor Illusion at Gabby in the form of whispers close to her ear. And with he's gonna cover his mouth as he stands in the back, so people can't see that he's, or trying to hide that he's casting this spell. And he's just gonna whisper very lowly so that only Maggie hopefully can hear it, saying stuff like, "The Luxon curses you," and and the good luck wasn't meant to be fortunate for you, and, just bad omens in general.
Okay, number 1, can you make me a sleight of hand check? Assuming the spell has somatic components.
Nice.
Okay, so no one notices you casting the spell. And what will mechanically that do?
Nothing, just she can hear the whispers. I'm just gonna try to take away her moral.
Okay, so I'm going to say as she's hearing these whispers in your head, she kind of shakes her head and gets momently distracted. She'd normally get a +4 on this roll. I'm going to give her a +2 on this roll. Okay.
Plus a 6 if she wants to.
Oh, let's see. D6, let me think. So... what's your strength modifier, Hatum? It's 1 by the looks of it?
Plus. Yes.
She's going to hold on to it for now, anyway. So, Hatum and Maggie, you're kind of going back and forth. You're both kind of not used to arm wrestling, I guess, so you're kind of stuffing it up. but you're both stuffing it up equally. Two, make me another athletics check as this battle continues.
Okay.
So 13. Okay. 11. She is going to use the Bardic Inspiration die now. Push it to a 13.
Oh.
So this is what happens. You, despite your 13... Oh, actually, let me make sure about Maggie. Let me just look up Maggie just for a quick second. 4 here. Okay, so despite your 13, you're struggling to overcome the strength. You're not able to get any leverage or hold on Maggie. Then Maggie says, and she pushes your hand down, and she pushes your hand down, and then boom, slams it to the ground. I know they're both 13s. Mechanically, if you either have to both fail or both. To win the competition, one person has to fail and one person has to succeed. And to succeed, you have to do a 10 plus their strength modifier. Maggie's strength modifier is 14. So you didn't meet it. So you failed Hatoon, and Maggie, thanks to the inspiration, boosh, slams your hand down. Maggie goes, oh, well done. Good competition.
Good job. Good job.
And then the goblin.
Maggie, you are absolutely amazing. You're absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Push on through to the next round. Not that too good. So, Amber, you lose your money. Kaelin, you bet on Hatoon, is that right?
Yeah, I'll 2 gold lost.
You lose your 2 gold. And Gil, congratulations, you have 4 gold pieces.
Lovely.
Oh, my hand's all sore. Any of you guys want to go next?
You see a female drow is sitting there, kind of flexing her arm, waiting for a worthy adversary.
I will go.
Okay.
Should be easy.
Oh no, says the drow. What are you? I mean, why all the armor on? You're at a festival. I mean, it makes sense that you'd compete in a strength competition, because you already seem like a bit of a dullard.
A bit of what?
A dullard. Do you want me to spell that for you? I'm not sure if you didn't hear Malcolm or you're just being a smart ass. But a dullard. Not the brightest spark on the brightest spark in the fire, shall we say.
Oh, I am the brightest. Excuse me. Don't you see the shine I emit?
And
Perfect.
the drow looks like, am I the only one who thinks this guy is an idiot? He plainly does not know what I was referring to. Let me put it in simple words you will understand. You will lose this day. I will beat you in a test of strength.
That's adorable. But yeah, let's give it a go.
I like this
The
draw.
goblin comes around again, looking for bets. Amber, are you going to bet?
No, they seem too evenly matched.
Oh my god, trust me, I'm not that strong.
Hatoom's gonna say, "Oh yes, I'll 5 gold down for my friend Sigvard."
5 gold pieces on Sigvard.
Wow!
5 gold?
Okay, Amber?
Well spent.
These are even odds, by the way, even odds.
Is-
Following up Hatum, I'll put 2 gold on Sigvard.
2 gold on Sigvard. Okay.
My friends again. 5 golds on the other person.
Kalen?
Just balancing it out.
Oh, so you're doing 5 gold pieces on... Oh, sorry. Gil's doing 5 gold pieces on the drow.
Yep.
Hatum? Sorry, Kalen?
Yeah, I want 5 in on the draw as well. I like your spirits.
So the party's loyalty is split. And the humans, no more bets! No more bets! And boom, you lock hands with this female drow. And she says, you do know you're going to lose, don't you? Don't take it too hard. And the human grasps both her hands, takes the weight, and the drow starts leading into it. Sigvard, let's start with you. You make an athletics check. 14.
Ooh.
So you feel you've got a good grip, and the drow is starting to sweat as your hands lock. So that is a success, Sigvard. What's your strength modifier, Sigvard?
+2.
+2. So I'm just going to roll a d20. She rolls... A 10 or better, she will succeed and win the competition. A 10 or better, she will succeed. Oh no, 10 or better, she won't lose the competition. Okay, so you beat her strength modifier, she beats your strength modifier, so you're both straining. Roll again, Sigvard. Looking to beat a 12. 12? Oh, what does it take? Oh, no.
Yes.
Sorry, it's 13. It's a 13, her strength modifier.
Oh.
So you're starting to lose ground, but does she lose ground as well? So your modifier is 12, so 9. So on a 10 or better, she will win the competition.
Modifier, you mean the plus number, or do you mean the total strength?
No, the plus number.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. Okay, okay.
plus 2.
my bad, sorry.
Yep. So if she rolls
Yeah.
10 or better, she will win. Oh!
Ooh.
Oof.
So as you're starting to, she says, are you ready to lose, human? She's calling you a human.
Sure, I will let you. You can win.
No. You're going down. And she slowly, even if you relax and let her win, she is making it a slow, drawn-out process, and you're powerless to stop it. You're going to lose this day, my friend, and you're going to go down. They're doing Dali and scum you are, and she slams your hand down and goes, "Yay!" Better luck next time, human.
And to you, I hope you enjoy this lovely carnival with a fake smile I give.
Okay, and keep in mind, I know Sigvard is not a human, but she's calling you a human anyway.
Yeah.
So just
Oh, I know.
okay, so money is lost. Well, let's see. Amber, say goodbye to 2 gold pieces. Hatum, say goodbye to 5
I'm
gold
slowly
pieces.
losing all of my money.
Kaylin, you gained 5 gold pieces. You know, you bet 5, you get 10 back. And same thing for you,
Nice.
Gil.
Good. Little side alley hustle.
Are there still more spaces to try the arm wrestling?
Yeah, you're up for an arm wrestle, Kaylin?
Yeah, I want to try my luck. But I'm also gonna go over to Gil and lean close to his ear and whisper, Do you see the pattern here? There's money to be won.
I'm all in for money. How much do you want to put in on the other person?
I want you to put in as much as you're comfortable to put in.
All right, sounds good.
And
I'll give you half of the winnings.
I'm fine with that. Thank you.
All right.
And Kalen is gonna jump, like, try to go up on top of the table and be like, "So, who wants to face the mighty Fire Genasi? At this point, I am undefeated in arm wrestling. Mostly because I haven't arm wrestled yet. I'm not saying the last part.
Say that out loud. So before you do that, as you guys are trying to make a shady deal on the side, I need both of you to make stealth or sleight of hand checks. Both. Okay.
Okay.
I'm proficient in those.
As you're talking and making a sly deal, a little goblin girl appears beneath you and say, "What did you say, mister? You're going to make some money on the gambling? I don't think you can gamble if
I
you're
always
winning."
make money, ma'am.
But, you said you're going to bet against yourself or something? What was it you said, mister? And with this,
Oh,
the
ma'am,
crowd,
now you're putting words in my mouth.
almost as one, come and stare at you, Caleb. So what you said, mister? You said your friend said there's money to be made, and you said put everything you can and you're going to lose or something? What did you say?
Well, I might have said something like that. Isn't that what gambling is all about?
But you're
Making
competing.
and losing money?
You're competing. You can't bet on yourself.
Oh, I'm not gonna bet on
Cheating.
myself.
We're just changing the odds. We're not cheating at all. We're just
Alright.
giving us a little bit of a heads up. Small
And
little
with this-
advantage, but not cheating.
The human comes over and he places a hand on Caelan's shoulder. Seriously, we're trying to have a friendly competition here and this is what you do?
Well, I'm all ears for friendly competitions. I just need a competitor.
Maybe you should take your friendly competition somewhere else, friend.
So I'm not allowed to participate? Is that what you're saying?
Even with no bets.
Make a persuasion check, Gil. Look, this is most disappointing here. I said specifically at the start of this competition that people were to honor to their bets, but this happens every year. It's the easiest thing to throw. So, Kalen, you fired-haired, brazen young Genasi, you may compete, but there'll be no betting on this one.
I'm fine with that. I just wanna test my luck, after all.
Okay.
As you turn around, it's just best of luck, buddy. And you just feel this aura of you can do this. As Bardic Inspiration should be available to you.
Oh, nice.
As you're doing this, you can't help but get disappointed glances from both Maggie and Dermot. You kind of try to do a scan on the side, and you see Maggie just and Dermot saying, "Oh well, let's hope cheaters never prosper, Maggie." But regardless, you're also pitted up against a drow. No bets are being taken. Well, a tiefling, it seems. I've never wrestled with a tiefling before, but my sister over there did pretty well, so I'm sure I'll go easy on you. What do you say? I'll give you a chance to at least not be humiliated by my victory.
Kalen's just gonna respond. Well, I assume your sister is the bright one.
Well, we're both pretty bright and we're both pretty strong. We're the complete package. And the human clasps your hands together, takes the weight, and off you go. So, Gil, make me a check, please. Was it athletics, wasn't it?
Athletics?
Athletics
Yeah.
check, yep.
Oh,
Yeah. As I said, her strength modifier is 3. So that's a failure. So if she succeeds on this one, she's going to win. What's your strength modifier, Kaylin?
2.
2. So if she rolls a 10 or higher, she will automatically win. So you're
Wow.
both not doing well, just struggling back and forth. And her elbow slips, and we'll say with a natural one, her hand kind of bends back as well, which is a terrible position for arm wrestling. And she's trying desperately to recover. I'm going to say for the next part of it, Kaylin, you can have advantage on your athletics check because she rolled a 1. I'm going to give myself
Well.
wow.
Well, let's just hope that the advantage, comes in on clutch.
You're still
Oh!
inspired.
Didn't.
10.
It didn't. But can I use my inspiration in that case?
Yeah, D6. You need 3 or
um,
better on the dice to succeed.
Oh no!
Long
Oh,
Okay, so she recovers and you kind of stumble, maybe trying too hard for the victory. And once again, she's going to need a 10 or better to win this competition. Oh! Locked in the
Wow.
arm wrestle, going back and forth, sweat pouring from both of your brows, and the crowd starts cheering for such a close competition. She puts her wrist back in an upright position, so she's recovered from that. So we go back to another athletics roll.
okay. Well, let's try. Oh,
That's a failure.
no.
horrible.
So
Yeah.
once again, 10 or better, she wins. Oh!
I
Horrible rolls.
Back and forth. Okay, Kaylin. Sweat is just dripping from your head now as you try and do it. Another athletics check.
It's just getting worse
Failure.
and worse.
do you get them at advantage since her hand is in
She
a position?
recovered. She recovered
Yeah,
her hand,
okay.
so it was just for that one round. Once again, 10 or better, she will win. Oh! Locked! 4th round of competition. Struggling.
I'm sorry to point it out, but you're rolling d10s, not d20s.
I'm just
clicking
gonna-
the wrong
yeah.
button. Okay, so let's roll 3 of them. So the first one.
Yeah.
I actually thought that
Oh, you're
it would have
kidding.
still worked if it was d10s because you needed a 10 or higher. So
Yeah.
if she rolled a 10, it would have succeeded.
I didn't notice that at all. So the competition wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say it goes to the 4th round anyway, back and forth, and you hear the draw says, oh, "Maybe I should use my biceps." Bam! Slams you to the ground. Well, cheaters never prosper, my friend. So off you go. See you later.
I'm just gonna clutch my hand and be like, ow, well, I guess you're the stronger sister, but I don't think you're the smarter one. And then I'm just gonna stand up and leave.
Well, I think the smarter comment is justified as the DM kept on rolling d10s. So, does anybody else wish to compete?
I wouldn't mind competing for fun. I'm not very strong though.
All right. Okay. Well, come on up, miss. And someone appears from the crowd, and you see Dermot and Maggie give a bit of a cheer, and you see this person walk up, another human. You say, Irvin, why don't you compete? I know it's not your strong suit, but if you beat this person, then you'll be taking on me. And Irvin goes, oh, alrighty. Yeah, no problem. And he sits down at the table and says, hello, miss. I'm Irvin Wastewater. What's your name?
My name's Amber. Nice to meet you, Irvin.
Pleasure to meet you too, love. All right. Well, I guess we have to wait a little bit for this competition to get underway. So, yeah. So, Amber, you can't bet. Hatum, are you betting?
Yeah,
Even
well,
odds,
that's
once
5 gold on Amber.
5 GP on Amber. Okay, and let's have a look. Let me have a quick look at Irvin. All right. Kalen?
I'm gonna try and go evenly and bet 3 golds on Irvin.
3 gold on Irvin. Sigvard?
Well, the same thing. Betting is for poor. I can't.
So another 3 gold pieces on Irvin? Is it right, Sigvard? 3 gold on Irvin?
No, I said betting is for poor, so Sigvard can't do it.
Okay.
Doesn't bet.
Okay, and Gil?
I feel a little funny about this one. Let's put 2 gold pieces on Amber.
Alright. Alright, so the crowd
Don't
settles
put too much
down.
faith in me.
Irvin puts an arm down. You ready, love? The human comes, puts Irvin and Amber's hand together. You're on your marks, get set, go! Amber, make me an athletics check.
Amber? Hey.
Oh! Holy crap. Okay, it's not an automatic success. What's your strength modifier, Amber?
-1.
Okay. His is also -1. So he needs to beat a 9. If he gets, sorry, yours is -1, 9. His is also -1. So, I'm gonna roll a d20. Can't quite do the maths, mate. So you both locked in a grip. Back and forth, back and forth. With your natural 20, Amber, I'm going to give you advantage on your next athletics check. Another athletics check at advantage. So that's a success. So let me think. So he has to beat a 9, but he's got a -1 on his strength. So it's an 8 or better? 9 or better. 9 or better on the dice to keep the competition alive. I'll definitely roll a d20 this time. Oh, exactly what he needs. So Amber, Irvin going back and forth. And you see the sweat starting pouring from Irvin Wastewalker's hands. It's not the way I saw it going. Come on, bring it! Another athletics check. Just a straight one, Amber.
This is a really good competition. It's like when I fought that mountain badger.
You fought the
It's
mountain
alright,
badger,
Amber. You
what?
got this. You got this, Amber. And you feel kind of calm as Gil will use his last bardic inspiration on Amber to get her through this one.
Okay. So let's see what you roll. You can choose to use it,
Whoops.
of course.
I rolled the
Oh,
wrong dice.
yes.
I will call it, you rolled a 20 on the dice, so that's fine. So that's a success. Oh, Irvin contact. Come on, bring it on. Bring it. Bring it. Roll again.
I can actually roll the right dice this time.
16, so that's a success.
Nice.
Once again, he needs a 9 or better to keep in the competition. And Amber, you push his hand down and slam it down. And Irving kind of, well, well, no hard feelings, miss. You bested me fair and square. And he reaches out to shake your hand, Amber.
She'll like happily kind of like grab his forearm. It's like, yeah, you did a really good job too.
Oh, thank you. Well done.
It was a really close fight.
It was. I suggest you take a little bit of downtime, a little bit of maybe a massage on that arm, because I'm sure it's hurting if it's hurting half as much as I am. Because you know what this means, don't you? You're going up against my friend Maggie. Do you think you can take her?
The big one over there?
Yeah, the ogre. That's my friend Maggie.
Oh. He's like a grizzly bear.
Oh, she's strong, but yeah. But of course, if you win, you can go up against the champion, Marl Bronzefangs, an orc. Anyway, good luck versus Maggie.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so how did this work out? Hartoon, you get 5 gold pieces back. You make a profit. And,
so I earn 10 gold.
yeah, so you spend 5 and get 10 back, right?
Oh, yeah.
So net 5 gold pieces increased. Gil, you get a net 2 gold pieces back. You bet 2, you get 4 back. And Kaelin, turns out your instincts weren't right. Now,
Well, I'm back to square one.
who are you asking that to, Gil? Are you asking... What are you doing? You're muted, Gil.
Thank you. Was monologuing. If you're going up against somebody extremely strong, it is still you who participates. So do you think you can do it in a stronger form?
Not really sure. I don't know if animals can participate, can they?
And you're not an animal then. You're still you. You're still Amber. Gil trying here with a sly persuasion.
You think, Mr. Referee, can animals participate?
I'm gonna say both of you will do this individually. Gil and Amber, can you make a persuasion check, please?
$13.
That's a terrible roll for Gil.
Yeah.
And 14. And the human says, "Oh, we've never really had this situation before. You can turn into animals, miss?" Alright, I'll tell you what. I'll go talk to Maggie. And if Maggie is okay with... Oh, listen, I heard everything. If the young lady wishes to transform into some type of animal, I've wrestled animals before. That would be perfectly acceptable in my book. But, if you get claws, do your best not to cut to me. Is that okay, miss?
It's fine.
What are you wild shaping into, Amber?
A brown bear would be fitting for where she came from, or would it be a black bear?
You can choose whichever one you think.
Wait, no, I
best.
can't do that.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't do a brown bear. It's CR is too high.
Okay, so brown bear it is. Okay, so you watch Amber go through the transformation and this big bear comes out. And interesting.
I can actually do it there.
You can or you can't. Sorry.
I cannot. I think it's
Okay.
level too high. We will do a... I can do a badger.
A badger? A giant badger?
Just a normal badger. Or a boar. Ooh, I could do a boar.
And obviously, the stronger the creature, the better.
There's just a quick. How would boar arm wrestle?
Oh, we'll find.
I'm looking forward to a boar sitting on a chair and then lifting up a paw.
Much.
We'll do a boar.
Boar. Okay. What's the strength of a boar? The strength modifier?
That would be a +1.
+1. Okay. So Amber once again transforms, or I guess just transforms into a boar. Puts a furry hoof up, and Maggie goes it. Grips your hand. Hatum. Money.
Yeah. 5 gold on the board.
On the board. Kalen?
Well, 5 gold on the ogre.
Maggie. Okay, and I'm assuming Sigvard's not going to bet. And Gil?
Well, it brought it up to a little bit more of a fair fight, but I'm still favoring the odds for Maggie, I think. So I think 5 gold. 5 gold to Maggie.
Ooh, big spenders. Okay.
Big owners.
Maggie grabs the hoof of the boar. She says, not real sure you can hear me, miss, but best of luck. And the human proprietor of this establishment locks your hands, or you're at the hand and the hoof together, and boom, you go. So make an athletics check for the boar. So I guess D20 +1.
Be a +3 because it has athletics.
Oh, if it's got athletics, then perfect. Okay. This might be
Yo, that
closer
roll.
than I say
Wow.
so. Maggie, so that's enough to not fail. Maggie has a +4, and you said the boar has a +1. So Maggie needs an 8 or better to stay in the competition. An 8 or better. And Maggie starts making grunting noises. She's struggling against the boar. Make another athletics check, Amber.
Boar is kind of making snorting noises. Kind of straining in its hoof.
Ooh, that's not good enough. So, Maggie could win this with a +1. Needs to beat an 11, so an 8 or better on the dice, and Maggie will win. Oh! And just puts the paw of the paw of the boar gently down and says, "Oh, it's okay. Boop. I'm not sure if you can hear me in there, miss, but good try, good idea."
I snipes a little bit and kind of like brushes up against probably like her foot or something. I don't know how tall I'm coming up on Maggie.
Well, she's 12 foot tall, so maybe the knee at best, and Maggie reaches down and kind of scratches you behind the ear. Hatum, you can get 5 gold pieces back.
I bet on Amber.
Oh, sorry, I'll tell her the truth. Yes, I did note that down. Yes, Hatum, you lose 5. Kalen and Gil, 5 gold pieces back.
Thank you, sir.
I will give my earnings to Amber. So 5 gold to her.
Okay. So the only person who hasn't competed is Gil. Is Gil keen to compete?
No, I need my nimble fingers to play
Fair enough.
this wonderful harp.
So what I'm going
But
to
thank
do,
you.
I'm just going to do some quick rolls for Maggie and the champion. Even.
Are we allowed to place bets on the champion and Mackie?
Yeah. So Maggie is, yes, that's a good idea. Good point. So Maggie comes up against the Orc Gladiator, a massive creature, and is a champion of the vet and undefeated. So yes, Amber, who would you like to bet on?
Can I put 3 gold on Mackie?
Hatum?
Yeah, 5 gold on Maggie.
5 gold on Meg. Kalen?
I'm gonna stand this one out.
Gil? Losing too much, perhaps? Gil?
Sometimes you gotta follow what has been written in history. 10 gold on the champion.
Oh, interesting. So, both of these, Maggie and the champion, are in fact evenly matched. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make this is a purely 50-50 chance who's going to win. So first of all, I'm going to roll for Maggie. Boomph. Ooh, Maggie.
Oh,
And
shit.
now for the champion. He needs a 19 or a 20 to stay in the competition. I'll say a draw is good enough. Oh, Maggie just dominates. Just, boom. And Maggie goes, yeah, all right, let's bring it on. So, Gil,
Yeah,
expensive. But 3 gold pieces
that's okay.
net profit to Amber and 5 gold pieces net profit to Hatum.
Oh,
So how did that work out in the end? Amber, were you up on the money, down on the money?
I am up by 5 at the end of it.
Hatum?
I'm just down 5.
Kalen?
Yeah, I'm even. I would have been 5, but I gave my winnings to Amber because
Oh,
she
sure.
did just such an interesting fight, and I really appreciated that.
I'm almost hesitant to
Yeah,
ask, how did Gil do?
I would have been.
It
even.
went swimmingly. And then lost the 10 gold. So Gil is 5 gold and 3 silver net again for the day.
Okay.
He only lost the last one. Yeah.
At the end of the competition, everybody's cheering, and you see Irvin and Dermot slapping Maggie on the back, and you see a smile across her massive maul. And she's presented with a medal. It's made of ebony and shaped like a flexing arm. And Miggy has won a medal of muscle. What does that do? I don't know. You should have won and you would have found out. But well competed. Okay, let's take a short break. We'll be back in 5 minutes and then we'll carry on. Sound good?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See you guys in 5.
All right. Cheers.
Be right back.
Okay, so with Maggie dominating the competition, Irvin having defeated by Amber, which I think was the only real victory you guys had apart from betting. Maggie, Irvin, and Dermot leave. And what would you guys like to do?
Could just wander the streets and see how people are feeling. Perhaps wander off to the next competition.
Okay, so you leave this area of the jungles and people are having a great time. There's lots of kids just wandering around like crazy people. There's a lot of people drinking, but there's no one being a dick about it. Everybody's having a good time, and occasionally see somebody drinking too much and kind of keeling over, but his friends kind of help him up. So it's good natured. No one's being a dick about it. And you come back to this street here, which a lot of action seems to be happening. You see a pie competition about to get started over here. And there's a table over here that says, there's a banner above it that says, "Test your wit with me against these riddles 3. There's pie eating, a riddle solving. What would you like to do?
I'm quite hungry actually. Gil would like to join in on some pie eating and things. He hasn't eaten in a while, and I mean, there's a competition to dish out free food. That sounds like already winning a wage. A few silvers worth, I'd say. So yeah, Gil would be up.
Okay.
I'm a bit hungry and tired after that competition. I'm like massaging her shoulder a bit.
As you just walk around the corner, maybe this is what have attracted you, because the savoury scents of meat, pastry, and spices fill the area around a 3-story building mounted on the back of a giant tortoise. A cooking stand and a festival stage with a long table are set up at the tortoise's feet, where an orc stands over a massive oven. She bustles from the oven to the stage and back, placing delicious-looking hand pies at each seat and stacking more of them on a cooling rack nearby. People are gathered up on stage, including your friend Irvin, who you saw before. He's made his way over here. And then he's a scrawny young guy with a mop of brown hair and a scruffy beard. As you approach, the orc calls out, "Come to sample the best meat pies this side of the waste. Yes, I sell them for meals up there, but I'm running pie-eating competitions down here all day. It is, of course, provided you've got an orc-sized stomach. Now, there's 5 silver pieces to enter. Come one, come all." And you see up there, Irvin is getting ready to eat. There's a female halfling up there, and there's a male drow. And there's spots aplenty. So if you want to grab a seat, grab a seat.
Can you break a gold piece?
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. And he hands you 5 silver pieces back.
And she'll hand over a gold piece.
Very good.
Yep. Gil will toss a few silver that he has.
Okay.
It's 5, right?
Yeah, 5 silver to enter.
Yep. Cool.
It's going to feel a rumble in his stomach and enter as well.
Okay. Caleb?
I have a good feeling about this, guys. I'm gonna join as well.
Okay, and Sigvard?
No, the question is how actually good the pies are. Are they like, what meat are they made of? Is it a high percentage of fat?
It's made from cattle. Beef. Beef is the main component in the pie.
Beef. Okay, and what flour are you using? For the pastry.
And the person rolls her eyes and says, "Oh, the flour, it's gluten-free and ethically sourced."
Now, when you say gluten, okay, yeah, no, I would join in.
I don't know if Sigvard actually has a gluten intolerance or anything, but it is not a gluten-free flour. She, it is not at all. So yeah, she's just
Like to me, it's bad for your skin, but that's fine.
okay. So these pies come out, one in front of each of you, and there's, as I said, a drow eating there, a female, and Irvin, and you're sitting next to Irvin, Amber. And he says, how's the arm, love? You feeling okay? That's a good competition.
Still a little sore. Friend
Yeah.
was really strong.
Yeah, I saw you turn into I assume you're not a boar anymore, Amber.
She turned into the boar like after their fight.
Okay. Well, I saw you turn into a boar, I must say. That's some smart thinking on your part. Maggie, she's a bit of a beast, and you went down fighting, so well done.
I enjoy turning into other animals and playing with some of my friends.
Oh, well, this is the place to have a bit of fun. How are you with pies?
When I'm hungry, I could probably eat a few of them.
Well, let's see how you go. And a pie is placed.
Circus used to have fruit pies to eat a lot of.
You were in a circus?
It looked a lot like this one.
That's bloody awesome. Love it. This must be like a second home to you almost. This is like a circus.
And it was in charge of this rotund dark elf guy, and there was a really tall dark elf guy in red and white outfits.
Oh, that's awesome. Alright, let's get into this pie eating competition. And everybody, pie in front of you. I assume you'll eat your pie. It is delicious. It's savory. It's great. Everybody automatically succeeds on the first meat pie attempt. Well, it wasn't too hard, was it? Right. And she brings out the next pie. Now, can everybody please make me a constitution check? Not a saving throw, a constitution check. Kaelin, you're down at no problem. Hartoon, no problem. Amber, no problem. Hate to say it, Gil, but maybe you shouldn't have eaten it too quickly. You scoff it down quickly, you feel your stomach churning, you're about to throw up. What do you do?
I just put my hand in front of my mouth and look at the crowd. Hopefully not a lot of people see me. And I just try to swallow what's trying to come up.
You swallow some of it and the rest of it kind of dribbles down the side of your mouth.
I will make a quick exit, gracefully, quickly, and try to find a small little well or something to wipe my face.
Okay, very good. So Gil, you're out. And unfortunately, Sigvard, it was a DC 8. So you're unable to stomach the second pie and you're about to throw up. What do you do?
I will straight up throw up on the table.
Oh, on the table! Oh, mate! Oh,
You lied to me. This was not gluten free. You liar! Oh my god!
oh,
Excuse me, and I'm gonna run.
Oh, I thought you realised I was kidding. Of course it's not bloody gluten-free. Noted. The male drow attempts to do it. As I said, DC 8. Oh, the male drow throws up. He's no good. The female halfling, she gobbles it up, no problem. And Irvin, he too gobbles it up, no problem. So it's only Gil and Sigvard that are out. Well, I'm doing okay. How you doing, love? I'm feeling pretty good. This is awesome. Good pies.
Yeah, these are really good.
Yeah.
You can really pack them away.
Oh, yeah, you can't judge a book by its cover. You guys ever seen Matt Stoney on YouTube?
Yeah.
Skinny little guy, but man, can he eat a lot of food. Imagine Urban is the same thing. So,
But you know what they say? They have a second stomach where their pies go.
there we go. So, now I'll tell you the check goes up a little more. The DC is now 10. So the remaining competitors need to make me a constitution check, please. DC is 10. 10 will make it, 9 will not.
Ooh.
Oh, no problem. Kalen Hattoon. Oh, Amber. Oh, explain to me how Amber fails.
She tries to get down the current pies. Like, I think I ate too much, and she's gonna sprint off like down the alley or something.
Throw up in private. Like it.
Yeah.
Okay, the drow. Blah. Actually, was the drow already out? Yes,
Oh yeah,
the drow was already
roll
out.
a
Yeah.
6.
Yep. The halfling.
I think the drow was out. The other one was still in.
Well, regardless, the only of the non-player characters, only Irvin remains. Oh, is it Amber? You okay, Amber? Oh shit, she's going to throw up somewhere. Oh well, never mind. All right, and I think it's the third set of pies come out, and Irvin lets out a little burp under his breath. All right, I got it. The remaining contestants, the DC is now 12 on a Constitution check.
I have a feeling I'm gonna hate the taste of pie after this. Oh, indeed.
Well, the only person left is Irvin. If Irvin fails, then we're going to have a 3-way tie. Oops.
Oh my god.
Irvin just inhales a pie, and everybody else is. Oh, how does Hatun fail?
Probably. oh, this is coming up. Oh, excuse me. Run off into a alleyway next to Amber.
Who's just coming out, smelling a lot better? How does Kalen fail?
Well-
That alley now smells like a mountain air.
Not for much longer.
So how does Kalen fail?
Kalen's gonna just try to eat his way through it with sheer willpower, and then he's gonna start to like realize that he can't do this anymore, and his eyes gonna start to twitch as he just holds his pie in both hands and starts to vomit down into the pie.
Irvin, despite all this, just inhales his pie, and everybody's out, but the people have picked up on his name. The crowd starts chanting, Irvin, Irvin, Irvin. And he's going to try another pie, this time DC 14. And he fails at the show-off pie, and he throws up. But the orc says, and the champion of the pie eating competition is, what's your name, son? Irvin Wastewater. Irvin Wastewater. And she raises his hand, and she gives him the middle of the meat pie, which is shaped like, you guessed it, a meat pie. Thanks for competing, guys. Sorry I whooped the floor with your sorry asses so badly, but them the breaks.
Good fight. Oh.
All right. And
At
Irvin,
least we got good lunch out of it. Ugh.
you're not wrong, love. That's a lot of pies for 5 silver pieces. So, yeah. Anyways, you guys seem like pretty nice folk, actually. Why don't we meet up at the end at the festival's conclusion? Maybe we can recount stories of other competitions. What do you say?
Oh, that
long
sounds
as it-
quite lovely.
As long as there's not any more pies over there.
Oh no! Well, I'm sure. Agatha Silver Spoon, and he points to the half orc that was serving the pies. I'm sure she'll be selling pies, but yeah, just stay away from them, I guess. But anyway, we'll see you at the end, at the festival's clothing. Maybe we'll exchange a few stories along the way. What do you say?
Always excited. Always excited to meet a new friend.
All right.
Especially as I can hear Kaelin is already saying the Pie King. So
the Pie
always
King.
excited to meet the Pie King.
Oh, the Pie King. I like that. All right. Well, see you guys tonight. And Irvin wanders away.
Maybe something that that would make you throw up. These games do quite have a twist on them, I see.
Which one do we want to do next?
By the way, I thought it was
Well-
hilarious that Sigvard actually had a gluten reaction. That was... I love that. That was cool.
Maybe one of the mind. I heard there's a riddler right around the corner.
Yeah, there's a J7.
So you
Kinda.
wander. So will you wander down the streets? Once again, kids running everywhere, people drinking, all good-natured though. But you see an elderly goblin in blue robes, and he's presiding over a set of 3 tables. One table holds a wooden box. The second displays a glittering star map of the Exandrian sky, and the third rests a row of bottles. And a banner hanging over the setup reveals, "Test your wit with me against the riddles 3." And there's this old elderly goblin. And you see... oh, no, you don't see that yet. Hello, everyone. Yeah, you look like a smart lot. Would you like to solve my riddles 3?
Yeah. Hold on. What is the success rate of your booth so far? How many people? How many people have entered versus the amount of people that have won?
Well, we have about 50% success rate, I guess. 50-50.
What do you think, team? Are we smarter than 50% of the other people in this merry place?
Obviously. Naturally.
All right.
In a team. Who else?
So Sigvard will definitely compete, and Gil will follow.
2 silver pieces to compete, if you'd be so kind.
How many silver pieces?
2. 1, 2.
Yep. Gil's in.
I'll join.
May I ask, what if we do solve your riddle? Is there some kind of reward, a prize or something?
Oh, yes. If you solve my riddles 3, you will get the Medal of Wit.
Ooh. Well, sign me up as well.
Tube's
Solve
gonna
my
join
riddles
as well.
3 and prize for thee.
Okay, so it sounds like everybody's entering. Okay. And I'm going to say, Hatum, you notice another person, and he looks slightly disappointed as he hasn't solved all the riddle. But he's just looking across at you, paying close attention to what you're doing. And it's a drow. And the drow looks like this. He's just watching you as you compete, taking a keen interest in what you're doing. So you head over to the first table, and on the table is a locked wooden box, and there's a placard beside the wooden box, and it's written in common, and it says this.
Oh.
Oh, and I should say, there is a bronze key, a copper key, a silver key, and a gold key in front of this locked box. So obviously the riddle is to choose the correct key and unlock the box.
How does the box? What does the box look like?
You get down and have a closer look at the box, Kalen, and it looks like a dragon with a fluted crest, and the edge of the boxes are decorated with engravings of pearls and shells.
Is there a specific dragon or just dragon in general?
The only thing that would kind of differentiate is the big fluted crest, like a crest on top of its head.
Does this sound like type of lore that I would have come across during my time with the Grinners? Dragons with fluted crests.
You can make me an Arcana or History check if you like.
Okay.
You have heard, with a 15, you've heard of types of dragons. Some of the types of dragons like to more aquatic type dragons. Can't quite remember though. There's a bronze dragon, a copper dragon, a silver dragon, gold dragon, blue dragon, red dragon. You're not sure. 15's not good enough.
Can I try to roll for that as well?
Sure. Arcana or History?
Ooh.
Nice.
Before I give the character the answer to this riddle, because I think that the 20 will do it, do any of you players know the answer to this riddle?
I think
Player or the character?
The players.
Bronze? I guess. I don't. Just a guess.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
I'm going silver.
Okay.
I don't think it's bronze because that would oxidize in water.
Yeah.
Silver.
Okay.
I don't think it's silver or gold. I think it was. Copper.
Okay.
Copper is the one that deals lightning damage.
Mm-hmm. Any of the players want to take a guess? Or was it everybody?
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
It was either bronze or copper.
I'm
One
going
says
to
fire,
pick
the other one
copper.
says lightning.
Who said bronze?
Nobody.
Somebody said bronze. Well, the closest then would be
I said bronze would oxidize, but yeah,
Well, that's
I think it's
completely
not
the wrong.
bronze. So silver.
You're applying science to a magical item. The correct answer is bronze, because a bronze dragon is an aquatic dragon, and that's how you match it up. And Kaylin, you have a memory. Bronze dragons, they like to swim in the water, and that's what you get with your 26 Arcana check. So, Kaylin, over to you if you like.
Well, guys, I do believe this dragon, belongs to the bronze dragon family. And since we have, 4 metals to choose from, I believe the most logical answer would be the bronze key.
Oh, my. Please go ahead, Mr. Kalen. I do give a slight little bow. As Lord Knowledge outlawed me.
Well, I might not be the Pie King, but maybe I can be some other kind of royalty. I'll take the scraps and the pieces of that. Anyone want
Be the
to...
Lord King.
The Lore King, yeah, I like that.
Ill
Maybe-
scuffs.
Maybe someday in the future as
Literally
well.
a lore bar at this side.
That's rough.
Alright, yeah, let's do the bronze key.
Okay, so Kaelin, you pick up the bronze key, carefully put it in, turn the lock, and there's a click, and the box opens easily. And the goblin goes, yes, congratulations! That is the first successful riddle. Good luck on the next two. Maybe try the star map next. And you wander over to a table, and you see the Exandrian night sky, and it's accompanied by the following riddle written in common.
I should be really good at this. I've looked up at this guy a lot.
Yeah, so, yes, this is the night sky. This is a riddle. You have to point out you must identify the birds in the riddle on the star map. So, best of luck to you. Find the birds on the star map.
I have spent many a time writing poetry, and scarlet and silver comes to the sun and the moon to me. It feels like they are writing about the two lovers yet. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time looking up at the moon, trying to sleep at night. And I also think they're talking about the moons here. That crimson one, it doesn't show up very often.
Oh yes, that might be true. Katha and Eurydice.
And you do see on this star map, there is Cathar, which is more or less like our moon. And then there's Eurydice, the much smaller red moon. And, yeah. That's what you see on the
Oh
map.
yeah, there's
plus-
sun. Yeah. Who feels confident? Gil kind of feels not as confident after the previous one.
I think Amber's right.
Well,
you have an answer, miss? What's your answer?
are the moons known to be calm and the other one with woe?
I don't know if Amber, the player, knows the answer to this. Do you know the answer to the question, Amber? About the legends of the moons?
I think Ketha is a more or less normal moon that kind of goes around Exandria. And Radius has a bit of a weird pattern in its orbit. It's like either quicker or it's not as visible as Ketha. And there's a lot of superstitions that about Radius causing misfortune to people who see it.
That is exactly right. Congratulations on the critical role law. Yeah. White one, normal.
Okay, nice.
The red one is often called the moon of ill omen as well. So do you have an answer, miss?
Yeah, it's the two moons here. Ketha and Radius.
Yes, smart one you are. Congratulations. You've got 2 out of 3. And you see that brooding drow over there? And he points to the one that Hatum was kind of brooding. He only got 2 of these right. So if you get the 3rd one, you'll be doing better than him. And the drow is more or less staring daggers at this goblin as he's insulted his intelligence in front of people. Anyway, good luck for the next one. Next one is simple. Just drink one of the contents of these bottles. And on a table is a row of 7 bottles. I have to type this out, sorry. So bottle 1 is purple. Bottle 2 is green. Oops. Bottle 3. Let's start this. 3 is sky blue. 4 is white. 5 is purple. And 6 green. And 7 pale yellow. And so you see these rows of 7 small bottles filled with colourful liquids, and the following riddle written in common.
Are there any differences in color from the purple bottles and the green bottles? Or are they like exactly the same shade of green and purple?
The bottle 1 is slightly darker than 5. The green ones are identical. Bottle 2
Okay.
and 5 are exactly the same. 2 and 6 are exactly the same shade of green.
So the green bottles are a no-go because they're brewed from blight, so I guess we can count them out if I read this correctly.
Green and pale yellow are brewed from blight.
I think it's the 2 green ones. So bottle 2 and bottle 6 would be the blight ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to the
Oh,
right.
yeah, oh, yeah,
purple.
All right,
There's
there's
2.
2. Oh, yeah.
Because it's to the right of the purple bottles.
And there's 2 purple bottles. Okay.
Here, choose. One burns like flame. So even flames. So it's not going to be 2, 4, or 6. Those are the even. Those are even number bottles.
Yep. There's not 2, 4, 6, and neither is it the sky one. So neither is it 3. So it's 1, 5, or 7.
And also, the even flasks hold naught but pain. That must be 1, 3, 5, and 7, was it not?
Those are uneven.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're
So-
all
It's one of the uneven bottles.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's 1, 5, or 7 at the moment.
It'll be 5.
Really limited to 6.
This starts to make Gil's head dizzy, and he'll just grab the purple one, the 5 purple, and take a swig, and see how that goes.
Judith Guard will leave a stain.
I don't know about you guys. You can take something else.
Oh, I
Or
tried
is it a team answer?
If you want to dash out on your own, that's fine.
I'll take one for the team and chug a swig of the 5 bottle.
I don't believe it's neither the first bottle or the last bottle, because though tasty are those at each end, neither is the winner's friend. Or does that mean the one that's next to the winner?
Oh yeah. So pale yellow and purple, 1 and 7 won't be correct either.
But it says
And-
neither is the winner's friend, so it might just be the neighboring to the winner. Like, it might be the winner itself, but...
Oh no, they aren't the winner's friend, and they're not.
It's not the winner's friend, so the winner, it's not going to be friendly to the winner.
I think it might be purple 5 actually.
No, I know you said
and
you
it's not
chugged
gonna
it,
be-
but I'm just going to give people a chance to try and solve the riddle as well. 'Cause
So it's
Oh,
not
yeah?
going to be 3. Sky blue will leave a stain. Seven.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
going to
purple.
leave 5 purple. A purple 5.
Yeah, I think you guys are right. So, though I'm a little bit puzzled about the last line, drink the light to claim your prize. But just might be just a throw-off line or something, I'm not sure.
Are they all kind of bright colors?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They're all filled with colourful liquids. So it sounds as if you're all agreeing on 5?
Yeah, I guess so.
And
I think
who was
5
it?
is the only one we have left.
And did you say 5 and the 2 purples had a different shade, with the number 5 being the lighter of the shades?
Uh-huh, that's correct.
Okay.
Still definitely
Okay.
purple though.
Yeah.
Isn't purple associated with, I don't know, keen of the mind and wiseness? I'm not sure which color that would be, but yeah.
It didn't say anything about the purple ones being bad. It just said that the ones next to it, the green ones, are the blight ones.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Are we doing this, guys?
Go for it.
I'll go for 5. Who wants to chug the potion? I think that was.
Was it Gil, I think,
Who said they
wasn't
were
it?
drinking the potion?
Gil.
Gil.
Okay.
It looks like half guilty, kind of just already busy while the rest is still looking at the bottles, and like halfway he starts looking concerned as to if they're still busy. Maybe he's the one that walked out of the exam too early. So now he's kind of drinking while not being sure whether he should drink, and he will hand the bottle mid swig to someone else.
No, you can't drink it. You gotta drink all of it or nothing.
Oh boy. And now with concerned face, Gil drinks the rest, but like very like not like just downing it, like very carefully, as if drinking it slower would at all make a difference. Yeah, he'll see where it goes.
So you feel the drips kind of going down your throat as you're very gently doing it. Then it settles with the other half you already done in your stomach. You stop for a second. Does it really taste like anything? Nothing seems to happen. You seem completely just tastes like water to you. But then everybody else,
Nothing happened.
you notice that Gil starts glowing, and he's emitting a silvery light out to a range of about 5 feet.
Well, I guess you drank the light.
That is exactly the right answer. Congratulations. Number 5, it's a local liquor we blow here in Jigao called a glow potion. And you'll be emitting the silvery light just for about a minute or so. Bit of harmless fun though. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. This is
To
wonderful.
drink light.
It definitely cured all of my upset stomach from the pies.
Oh, for sure.
So I feel way better. Thank you very much.
For sure.
What happens to Sigvard?
Oh, Sigvard drinks number 7? I didn't see that. So Sigvard, you drink number 7,
Yeah.
and it's filled with apple juice.
No. It's okay.
That technically disqualifies you from the competition, friend. Sorry about that, but that's a failure.
Oh, I know. I just thought the parish and this one look really nice. Well, what were we doing anyway?
I'm not sure what to say, but congratulations to the rest of you for solving my riddles 3. I have a little... actually, was there an entry fee for this one?
Two silver.
Oh, you did pay 2 silver,
Yeah.
and he hands everybody, except Sigvard. So Gil... particularly not Cadus. Hatun, Amber, and Kalen. So it's a wooden nettle. It's sculpted to look like the head of a fox, and those 4 people have the Medal of Wit. Once again, should be in D&D Beyond, but I've showed it here
Nice.
in Roll20 anyway.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
And as you're admiring your medal, the elf comes up to you and says, "Oh, well, that was a very good display, I must say. I'm impressed with your wit, except for one of you." He kind of looks down his elven nose at Sigvard. But yes, that was very clever. I couldn't quite crack the last one myself, but congratulations.
Doesn't that make you two equal?
It was a momentary lapse of judgment. I mean, I didn't quite get it, but at least, I mean, the competition was won. Why did you drink that last drink? I don't understand.
Oh, I knew it's apple juice. I was just parched. Why would you drink something else? Obviously, the other ones are blighted, they're disgusting, and that was quite refreshing. Oh, you think I was following the competition? I already knew the answer. I didn't care for winning.
You chose apple juice over a medal? I know those medals are quite useful. I've got a couple myself, and they've got to come in handy for sure. You voluntarily gave up such an item? I don't understand.
Well, that just means maybe you're not equal.
No, what it means is both of you are just as dumb as half of the population in this city.
No. Do not tar me with the same brush as this simpleton. I made a mental mistake. He made an idiotic mistake. The competition was won. Do not put me on the same level as this simpleton.
Oh,
Simpleton, please. Looking at your outfit, you clearly are maybe at the middle houses with probably a maybe above average education. Don't you call me a simpleton, dear sir. I choose to lose because I can afford to lose, not like yourself. Thank you very much. I'll walk off.
Do not pretend to know me. Do not assume what house I am in. You have gone from a simpleton to a braggart. I suggest you choose your next words very carefully.
Excuse me, are you from Rosona?
He's continuing to glare at Sigvard, waiting for an answer. He's ignoring you.
Forgive my friend, I'm sure he's not accustomed to norms and rules here in Thoros yet.
I'm just taking out the window and say to Hatum, let me know when the guy starts barking. I need to adjust my hair. I'll just wait.
Just give me a second. Pissing off NPCs is encouraged. Let me just check something.
Makes for a good story, eh?
Absolutely. So let me just check something.
So now he insulted me first.
Okay, I must say, you're pressing all exactly the right buttons to piss this guy off. And
He's actually the quest
Impressive.
giver, and we need to be friends.
This is gonna be an escort NPC later.
As the most adult response, he started it.
I'm sorry, but both mental and idiotic mistakes can get you killed. So how about you both take the knee, take the lose, and just come to terms and talk. This is no way to talk to strangers. Sigvard? This is no way to talk to strangers.
the drow
He
holds out a
started
hand.
it.
Sigvard, swallow your pride, a little bit, for now, and shake his hand.
If I need to swallow the pride, that's too much to swallow. You know that.
Fine, just suppress it a little bit. Reach out your hand, and let's get to better terms.
Fine, I will let him have the privilege of shaking my hand. And I'm gonna shake the hand.
Thank you for shaping my hand. I pray that it will be an uplifting experience for you. Can you make me a strength saving throw, please?
Thanks saving throw. Okay. 17.
Okay, so with a 17, he's still firmly holding up on your hand, and you feel the gravity changing within your underneath your feet, and you're lifted up into the air, and he's still holding on to their hands, and he lets go, and you're pulled 10 feet up and towards. This area around the back of you, you feel yourself being sucked towards it, and little bits of furniture go boosh, boosh, boosh into the center area as well. Some of the tables are thrown up in a mess, the bottles go flying everywhere, and you get sucked towards this thing. You can take half of this because you made your successful saving throw. You can take 8 points of damage as you're pelted by these furnitures as this like gravity well sucks in and you kind of fall down. And the elf smiles and says, I'm very sorry about the damages to your establishment, my dear goblin. Here, have 10 gold pieces for your trouble. And pray, just let a better class of clientele next time you come. And with that, the drow elf turns around and just walks away.
As he walks away, I'm just gonna shout, "Oh, I guess he was a numbskull after all."
Barely a brute.
When the drow is slightly like a little bit away, could I use message to just whisper in the ear, in the drow's ear, my, that was quite the display of talent. I would like to meet up. Maybe we could arrange something?
Can he reply?
He may.
Okay.
I think he has 25 words.
He says, I assume you will not bring the dullard along? Of course. Why don't you... a few things to do. I need to support my friend Io at the river thing. Maybe tonight when the festival closes. Look me up. We can exchange notes.
Very well. I will reply with message last time. Very well. My name is Gil. And your name might be?
My name is, I'm going to pronounce this right, Galsiriad Ard. So,
Out of character, maybe face that.
that's his name. And
Galsiriad.
that's how you pronounce it. Galsiriad Ard.
Oh, you okay there, Sigvard?
Yeah, that was nothing. I mean, like, I land on my both feet, if you haven't noticed. Just some brute trying to show off some petty magic.
I wouldn't call this petty. This seems to be, I think that might have been Dunamancy.
Whatever mancy it is. It's average. Just let me. I think I have a bruise on my hip. I'll be right back.
Well, I think it shows some kind of inferiority complexes with him turning to violence, but that's just my
Oh.
humble opinion.
Clearly, I agree strongly. I mean, he couldn't just take that some people just choose to lose compared to him actually losing. Pathetic folk, but I met people like that back in noble houses. They think they all big shots till they proven wrong. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean, if he really was certain about his own wits, he would have taken the high road. I do that all the time, and yeah, I haven't taken any damage from it, right? I clearly know of my, well, resources, so
I no matter, spread nobody. I bet the guy has just 2 names in his name anyway. Pathetic.
You know that we are in a town where we don't know anybody, we have no friends, no allies to give us shelter, to vouch for us. Maybe we should ease a little bit on pissing off new people when we meet them at first.
Just
Gil.
pissed off one person, not everybody in this town.
Yes, but one person might be the leader of many.
He doesn't
v-
look like a noble to me.
And he could be undercover. We
Please.
look like peasants all the time. It doesn't mean that we're nobodies.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I am not looking like a peasant. You
Sir
can speak for yourself. It's okay, Gil. We already
Sigvard
spoken
Ulberik.
about your looks.
Sigvard Ulberik. Sometimes we have to dress the part that we're currently playing.
Why did you use my middle name? I don't understand that. That's a very weird way to talk to somebody. If you try to scold me, you could use my surname at least. But it's okay, Gil.
That felt so appropriate.
yeah.
Um,
But I'm thinking we, even though we don't know this guy, I think we should still try to keep our self-respect. If someone comes up to us and seek trouble, I don't think we should just bow our heads and take it.
Sometimes bowing your head could bring you a little bit more in the long run. It's all about playing the person.
Maybe, but I also think that if we do want respect in the long run and not think that people can take advantage of us, we should also show our worth.
No, I 100% agree. The best player can play both sides of the coin, eh? So, I do believe that sometimes you have to show your worth and sometimes you have to be cunning like a fox.
Like a fox?
Exactly, Andrew, like a fox. Kind of having the fox necklace thingy that we just got.
You're kind of foxy. You're kind of sticking up as you address her.
Well, nonetheless, we might meet that guy again, and maybe we can, well, have a different speech, a different interaction, one that's much friendlier.
What?
Right, Sigurd? Oh, I guess he's mute.
Sorry, yeah, I was. What did you say? I had to step up for a second.
If we do meet this guy again, I do hope we have a friendlier interaction. And I think it would be wise to take the high road to show your superiority, of course.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm gonna let some cur speaking down to me, please. But I'm willing to ignore him for your benefits. I think that's gonna be the best way to go over it. You should be just a bigger person, just don't pay attention to those that look for a squirrel fight. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course. I do think that's the best, take on it. Take the high road and show your superiority.
Hell yeah. But Gil can play whatever he wants if he wants to bow to people. It's his choice.
Very well. We will see where your sense of importance gets you one day, versus the sense of all the friends that I will have.
You can have friends or servants. There are two types of people, I guess.
That be the servant that put poison into one of the High Rainer's food? Or would that be the servant that could just easily disappear when somebody's looking for him?
But you have food tasters where you're from.
Sure we are. Sure we are. And what time of day is it currently? After we've been playing all of these games for the day?
It's about 2 p.m. You know, the festival is going to close in a few hours, but you'd have time to compete in any remaining events. Like you see a maze towards the south of the town. There's some type of swimming competition happening on the wharf. And up the top, there's the harvesting competition as well.
What should we try next?
I'm intrigued by the maze, and since we have Amber the explorer here, she might be a good companion to have.
Kind of interested in maybe some swimming too. It'd be a good way to relax after all the fighting that we just did.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Where's the most people at the moment?
There's throngs of people.
Proper crowd to play. Okay, then if we're going to the water, Gil will decide not to get warm, not to get wet, and also with his horns, it's not really great for all the dynamics in terms of swimming. So he would then set up shop again, playing. What are we gonna play? Bridge Under Troubled Waters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a sec. Okay, so where are you guys heading? The maze or the swimming competition?
We could go for the maze first and then the swimming competition, perhaps.
Yeah,
Since
the maze
they're
is
both
closer.
nearby.
Sure. So you wind your way through the festival grounds and you come to a maze. And what you see is... so you see a maze has been constructed out of 4-foot tall walls of wooden planks lashed together with ropes and propped up between sandbags. Banners are hung over the opening of the maze, signifying the entrance and exit. The passageways of the maze are 5 feet wide. Off to the side, a tanned feathered Aarakocra sits on a chair 30 feet above the ground, giving him a vantage point where he can see the whole area. And a small crowd is cheering and heckling the people inside. And you hear the Aarakocra, no cheating. If you get to a dead end, you're out. I see you trying to hide from me, and that is simply not acceptable. You have failed the maze. Get out! Get out! Get out! Cheating is not allowed. As I explained very clearly in the rules, one false turn and you are out. So no medal for you. And you see, near the entrance, you see Maggie, once again. And she's with Dermot, the goblin. And Maggie's, once again, Hartoon, with his passive perception of 16, can pick up most of the speech. The rest of you gather fragments. And Maggie's saying, Look, I know I won the competition and all, but this is my chance to prove how intelligent I am. Look, it's very simple. I know the solution. I'm sure I can do it. I've studied the maze, and I know the solution, but look, Dermot, I'm just bloody too big to go in there, aren't I? I mean, those passages are 5 foot wide. I can't fit through 5 foot wide things. So, Dermot, would you mind, I think I could maybe give you help. Why don't you take on the maze? And then you hear Maggie giving Dermot even more advice. Dermot says, yes, okay, yes. Got it? Yes, yep, okay. Good luck, Dermot. And the little goblin goes into the maze. Everybody's laughing and cheering as the Aarakocra points out people who are cheating. But Dermot comes out the other side, no problem. Apparently with the help of Maggie's advice and Maggie, the Aarakocra places a medal around Dermot's leg. He looks very pleased, and it looks like it's got some bones on it and a picture of a stylized maze in the center of it, a bit of wood. Well, Maggie, I think this is yours. Your smarts, your cleverness did this. And Maggie goes, oh, thank you, Dermot. I appreciate that. What do you guys do?
Oh, hi guys. Seems you won the competition.
Hello. Yes, we did win the competition. So I think I mentioned to you before. People just think ogres just stolid brutes, don't think very much. But I have to say, it's a bit of pride that not only did Dermot get through the competition, but he did so with my help. As much as it pains me to say it, it's actually quite true. I wouldn't have made it without Maggie. You see, Maggie's big. That's just true. She's wide. People think she's foolish. Do you know she actually writes poetry? Oh, no, Dermot, you don't need to mention that. That's true. She writes poetry. Can you believe that?
Oh. Well, you could perhaps read some for us. It sounds wonderful. We're going to meet up with Irvin. That was your friend, right? He invited us to the Broken Tusk Tavern later for, I don't know, drinks and talks.
Oh, sure.
Maybe you could share some of your poetry when we meet up with Irvin later.
Oh, no, it's not fit for your ears, miss. It's just the ramblings. Dermot was very kind to call it poetry, but it's not quite there yet. Maybe some other time.
Well,
Don't be so shy. I think that's what most artists say. I'm sure it's wonderful. But you guys managed to get through the maze. It's amazing. But how did you figure it out?
Oh, I studied the maze from the outside. Just worked it out, and one of the tricks is that you always turn left in a maze. All right, as long as it's consistent. And while this is no guarantee to this maze, as dead ends are a problem, it's going to give me a little bit of insight into how to solve the maze.
Oh, I see. So you're allowed to study the maze before you enter, and that's not considered cheating?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, the only rules is that once you're inside, if you get to a dead end, you're out. It's the only rule.
Do you have any good spots to, have a good overview of the maze?
Well, I'm 12 foot tall. Makes it a bit easy for me.
So, okay. Would it be fine for us to climb the buildings that's around here and look down on the maze from the roof? Would you think that's That's all right.
Or, I don't know, you'd have to go check with the Aarakocra over there. Sharpwatch, I think was his name.
I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, good luck with the maze. It's nothing urgent. But if you see my friend Io, would you mind tell her that Dermot and myself are wondering what the plan is after the closing ceremony. She has dark hair and blue skin. You can't miss her. And she was going to compete in a contest by the river, I think. So you find just ask here. We're wondering what the plan is after the closing ceremony. She's kind of our leader, I guess you'd say.
We can do that, yes.
Thank you.
On the side, Gil has set up shop, and you'll hear his harp twang, dun 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 dun, as he starts to do "Lose Yourself," right here at the for the maze.
Sure.
So you hear a medieval version of his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on a sweater already, mom's spaghetti. So and he'll kind of just there by the entrance to give a little bit of a vibe.
Sure. Make a performance check. Once again, add your proficiency. So +2 to whatever this
You
is.
better lose yourself with the music, the moment. 26.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Amazing. Gil, you're nailing these rolls. This is what you rolled last time, was it? A natural 19?
Yeah, it was.
Let's say we'll say 1 gold piece, 8 silver, and 2
Easy.
bronze. There's some bronze coins to play around with.
How old is Gil?
Crap knows. What did I say? How old is he? I will have to come back to you. He doesn't feel
Yeah,
very
no
old,
worries.
so I would say around about 27, I think is what I said. 27,
Okay.
29. Yeah. I don't know the exact.
As you are talking, the Aarakocra flies down next to you. Goes, hello! My name is Sharpwatch. I'm the purveyor of the maze. It's my responsibility to take care of it. Who would like to compete? It's just 2 silver pieces. Oh, sorry, 3 silver pieces. You can do it as many times as you like.
Well, yeah, I think most of us would like to try, but I have a question regarding the rules.
Yes.
Is it so that you're allowed to look into the maze from above before entering to scope out how it's laid out?
You may study the maze from the outside. You just provide some boxes there for you to look over. But getting on top of it is not allowed. And needless to say, no recording of the maze. You may not draw a picture saying, representing of the maze. You may look from the outside. If you're too short, we have some boxes provided. And you can study the maze.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to borrow some of your boxes because I'm not the tallest person.
Of course.
I would like some boxes too, please.
Oh, here you go, miss. No problem.
Oh, none for me.
So, everybody, I guess, except for Gil, can you make me an investigation check, please, as you study the maze? Okay. Oh, okay. So Sigvard and Hatun, you study the maze carefully. You don't really get any insight on how to save it, though. Kaelin and Amber, you do get a much better feel on the layout of the maze. And we'll get to that in a second. And the Aarakocra says, okay, so who would like to go first? And I must say, if you get to a dead end, you'll be ejected from the maze. And I'll be sitting up there, keeping a close eye on you. So no cheating, please. Who would like to go first?
Are we not allowed to go together as a group? We're really much better as a team.
No. One at a time, please.
Well, anyone feeling lucky?
You even ask. Obviously, I'll go first.
So, Sigvard, you wander
Yeah.
into the maze. Because you rolled a 10 on your investigation, can you make me a straight survival check, please?
14.
14. Let me just check. You wander through the maze and you get to the end of the maze. And you're not quite sure if it's left or it's right. And you see Sharpwatch keeping an eye on you. And you take a quick left and you see the exit is there. And you just successfully complete the maze, Sigvard. You leave
alright.
triumphantly.
Easy, I mean. They even try.
Well done. Well
Wow.
done. And he gives you a medal. And I'll get to the medal in just a second, but this one's got art.
You can do it after.
Yeah, I just do it.
Tim's gonna go next.
Okay, Hatoon, because you also studied fairly poorly, you too can make a survival check.
Nice.
Quicker than Sigvard, you come out triumphantly and wonder what the big deal was. Congratulations! I didn't think you were going to make it. I saw you looking at all the wrong places when you're having your little peek. But congratulations, you both succeed. And here's a medal for you
Thank
too.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, well done, Hatum. You could have used that in the swamp, but well done.
Seeing as both Tatsum and Sigurd managed to do this so easily, Kalen is gonna be overconfident that he'll manage to do it as well.
So who's that?
Yeah, Kalen
Kalen.
is gonna try. Yeah.
Caitlin. Okay, you can make it at advantage because of your investigation check.
Yeah, I was hoping for that.
So you that was at advantage?
Yeah,
Three and
I have a
on the
minus
dice.
one. Super confident that this is gonna work out.
So you wander around the maze, you find yourself in a dead end of the maze. You see from above the Aarakocra is kind of watching various competitors in the maze. You could maybe try and sneak past its gaze if you'd like, Kalen. Or would you just like to admit defeat?
In what way would I have to sneak? With a stealth check? Because I'm wearing armor, and if I had to be stealth in that way, I don't think I would risk it. It doesn't make sense to do it.
My question and answer as a DM is you can certainly try.
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell you the answer.
I'm not feeling stealthy, and therefore I shall not try to be stealthy.
Okay. I saw you. Sorry. Five Ganassi, I assume, but yes, you're disqualified. You're more than welcome to try again, as I said, but it'll be another 3 silver pieces.
Yeah, maybe I'll try again. But perhaps Amber would like to go next.
I can go.
Okay. Survival check at advantage. Amber. Survival check at advantage. No problem. You wander through confidently, full of purpose. And once again, couldn't you guys roll like this in the swamp? But Amber powers through. The Aarakocra congratulates you and gives you a medal as well. Well, congratulations, everybody. Except for you, good sir. Would you like another turn?
Kalen's gonna scratch his head and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go again.
Okay, just another 3 silver pieces, and you'd be more than welcome to.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Survival check. Just a straight... Ah, no, you can still get an advantage, I'll say.
Oh, nice.
14 is exactly what you needed.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Wander through and pop through at the other end. Well, congratulations, everybody. You can all have a medal. And so once again, this is everybody except for Gil.
Yep.
So Hatum gets one, Sigvard, Amber, and Kalen. And those who said it's the Medal of the Maze, you're correct. Feel free to add it to your character sheet in D&D Beyond. But this is what you get for it. And as you can see, it has art for it. Unlike the other medals.
You have
that was
time to
fun.
go to a swimming one as well?
Well, yeah. Not sure I'll compete, but it'll be fun watching.
It'll be good to go for a relaxing swim.
I do despise water.
Why, Kale?
I'm just gonna look at Sigurd like I'm not gonna answer that question.
What
I
about
hope it was
warm?
rhetorical.
It's
What about
okay, I know. Salt water is not good for skin, I get you there.
I'm just gonna nod. Yeah, that's right. The answer exactly.
It's actually... Oh, no, it is salt water. It is salt water. Sorry, it is salt water. But as you head down onto the piers, several people are gathered on the piers, arguing amongst themselves and venting their ire at a thin goblin who responds to their anger with amused expression. Suddenly, a brash voice cuts through the chatter, and a blue-skinned woman pushes her way through the crowds and stands protectively in front of the goblin, yelling, "She's not going to say it again. If you are here with a team, only one member of your team can compete in this challenge. The rules are clear. If you cannot handle them, get off the pier!" And after a couple of seconds, small groups of people begin to quietly murmur among themselves. So this goblin was losing control, but this person wanders in and just bosses people around. And
Ayo.
Ayo Jabe is how you say it. Ayo Jabe.
That's cool.
Actually, I think I pronounced it right. Let me get the actual pronunciation. Ayo Jobe. That's how you say it. And yeah, and you see standing. He hasn't noticed you, Bet. Balkalsariad Ardith is here as well. And he's looking at Ayo Jabi shouting at people. He's got a kind of amused expression on his mug, and he walks up to Ayo, and they have a quiet conversation between themselves. Now, just I think it's best if we stop here because of reasons. We're not going to get through the next thing particularly quickly. So I think I need to end it here. Plus I need to pick up my kids in a few minutes anyway. So we need to stop it there. Sound good, guys?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. Okay, hope you guys had a good time. And we'll see you next week.